okay. Off your mic, it's okay. She off your mic,
Chai! Now wow, people wey suppose talk truth to power don't off mic. And if we talk, now 500,000 they go sama us, call them hate speech. But fear not, Maiyegun don't come. He go torchlight every corner, nooks and cranny of all these bad people where they spoil our country. So my people make we laugh, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not the off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Can in the touchlight every corner, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Okay, some people be they holla say they want the power. Chai, them be promise us say we go get light and power. Nah. Them hustle sote they can't get the power. But now they know they do anything with the power. Sure. Every day, dollar just they get the higher power over naira. See them talk say make we off mind, but thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make we shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun diary Politico, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. This one not they off in mind, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Person where they do evil, no one make person talk. Them say that Maiyegun, that man too they talk. He too they talk. Say Maiyegun diary, he they hot like pepper. But every day then they take money in bulk. Woman picking, they the street they hawk. Still them talk say make we no talk. But thank God say Maiyegun don't come. So my people make you loud, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. My people make you shout, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come, man of the masses, oh, yo, yo. Maiyegun don't come. Maiyegun làwa mọ̀, làmọ̀ tó dòdòdò. Maiyegun diary.
Hello there. Good afternoon to you.
Maiyegun
Evening to you.
tó dòdòdò.
Good morning to you from wherever you are watching from.
Maiyegun
This is Maiyegun Live.
Maiyegun diary, na ibi number one. Lórí Facebook, lórí YouTube. Maiyegun diary, na ibi number one. Gbogbo bó ṣe ń lọ ni Maiyegun já wa sí. Maiyegun diary, na ibi number one. Àṣírí ọ̀jẹ̀lú kì í bò níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun diary, na ibi number one. Bó bá ṣe eré, àní Maiyegun máa wí. Maiyegun diary, na ibi number one. Ó sì tún ṣe eré, wàá gbọ́ níbẹ̀ o. Maiyegun diary, na ibi number one. Maiyegun diary Politico. Maiyegun diary.
Share this broadcast. Invite your friends. Invite your not so friendly friends. And tell them that Maiyegun is here tonight again. And tonight, I mean, if it's afternoon for you, it's still the same thing, okay? Tonight, I am going to open the broadcast with a bit of forward. So you can possibly share the broadcast now, right? Like the video. And if you haven't really subscribed on here, you can, I mean, if you want to. By the way, share the broadcast. Tell them.
Lórí Facebook. Lórí YouTube. Ọba bá gbé wúrẹ́. Ijó ìgbádìyẹ. Ayé ìṣúra yìí. Presido bá rúfin o. Ayé ìṣúra yìí. Gómìnà gbówó jẹ. Ayé ìṣúra yìí. Ọlọ́pàá tí ń darí pa. Ayé ìṣúra yìí. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Ayé ìṣúra yìí. Òmìnira olóṣèlú.
As they see with us, you go dey pain them. As they pain them, you go dey see with us.
Good evening to you, good morning to you, and good afternoon to you from wherever you are watching from. This is Maiyegun live. Continue from where we stopped there last night, talking about the feedback, reactions, unsolicited advices. There is something I'm going to say tonight, so that before you invest your emotion, before you invest every other thing that you want to invest in Maiyegun, it is better for you to know better. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate, oh dear, I love your concerns, especially on my last two broadcasts. Something that has sort of given so many of you concerns that Maiyegun, you cannot be, you shouldn't be showing that you are angry. You are a leader. There are so many people watching you all over the world. You should learn how to take things so that people will not be like, these are the people they want to hand over Yoruba nation to, and all of that stuff. I'm going to address you tonight. I don't want you to waste your emotional investment. I am not somebody you can invest emotion on. I am not somebody that you can possibly wish will completely fit what you are looking for. But I'll tell you a little bit about myself. There's something I learned growing up, and that thing is that Maiyegun, you must never let anybody tell your story. You must tell your stories by yourself. No matter how many times you have to tell it and again and again and again, because it takes an event for people to mold a personality for you. And whenever they see you, that is what they see. Tell your story. And wherever they make of it is their own business. Maiyegun General, Maiyegun Gbogbogbò, Maiyegun worldwide that you probably have created in your mind. If you flash back very well on this Zuckerberg and the rest of all these platforms that you have come to see Maiyegun today, I have always warned people. Are you with me? I have always warned people that I may say something that makes you happy today. So happy. So glad that you are following Maiyegun. And tomorrow, I may also say something, which I will, by the way. I will say something again that is going to make you feel like, I didn't know that this Maiyegun is this or that. The reason is this. I will say everything as I see them, and you can call me your conscience. But in doing all of this, I don't want to be anybody's leader. I don't want to be leader of any group. I don't want to start any group. I don't want to do anything that will make you think that love you've told me you love Maiyegun. that respect you said you have for Maiyegun based on whatever condition. And every other thing that makes you feel like, you know what I mean? But the bottom line is that conditional love, conditional respect, they don't work on me. On Maiyegun's diary Politico, people have actually told me, let me put it this way, there are many, many of you who are watching me. Don't be say because you wanted to, but it is because you have no choice. Yeah, you don't have any choice. If not, you'll be somewhere else right now. But you still don't like Maiyegun, but there's something there. You don't like Maiyegun because he has no respect. I have been told many times, when I was talking about Tifnumbu, when I was talking about all those rogues, criminals in Yoruba land that call themselves Yoruba leaders, I started with pointing out what they have done, and at the same time, how what they have done have affected the people, including myself and the people I know. Then mentioning what they have done, I am somebody who also like to mention the names of who did them. People have told me that as a Yoruba man, I have to learn how. You are not showing that you are a Yoruba man. Yoruba don't disrespect elders. I bet Yahweh. No, be on this same platform. I told you that there are elders, there are hell, there are leaders, there are dealers. On this same social media, no social media. So many of those you are looking at today who are watching Maiyegun, who are Yorubas, they don't like me simply because they've said I disrespected their leaders. And I said, your leaders are criminals. And I mentioned their names. Some of you agreed with me, didn't you? Of course you did. Respect is earned. You don't give it willy-nilly. You see you, Maiyegun, some of them even believe that their leaders should have cursed Maiyegun. Our leaders should have done something about this Maiyegun, this guy that is talking anyhow. But some of you are Yorubas, and you are saying you love Maiyegun today because Maiyegun is talking about Yoruba nation. Abi, I am coming to you as well. I have people on this platform, Maiyegun's diary Politico, for 10 years now. Yeah? They are very, very religious. They are pastors. They are imams. They are sheikh. They are deacon. They are this and that. On Maiyegun's diary Politico. If na Deborah won't enter, I know they ask for permission. If na your imam I won't enter. If na your Islam, the type one that is terrorist, if I want to address it, I don't start forgetting and start feeling like, what are the Muslims on Maiyegun's diary Politico going to feel like? Man, let me think. What are they going to feel like? Because they love me. They love me. Are they not going to stop loving me now? Shemadini. I don't think like that. Because if you love Maiyegun, you will separate that culture that said we should respect elders. You will separate it from thieves who are also old. If your religion is real, you will separate it from the terrorists. You will separate it from the pastorpreneurs, criminals who can read Bible. You are not going to say Maiyegun is attacking my religion. Maiyegun is attacking my this. Does Maiyegun hate the Muslim? Does Maiyegun hate the Christian? What is wrong with you, Maiyegun? I don't care. I love this Maiyegun, but every time he's talking about, that's one thing I don't like about him. I don't care. I don't wait for validation. I don't. And you know why you need to know is this. People have told me that I am rude. Your politicians, your respected criminal politicians in Nigeria, they used to talk to me. You know, this kind of thing where we say they'll feel like, hey, my brother, I love what you are doing. I love all your idea, blah, 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 blah. But you know, one thing is this. They cannot tell you too, those of them who have actually called me before. They will tell you, that guy has no respect. Especially if you begin to try to make him understand why things are what they are in Nigeria, blah, 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 blah. You're going to trigger him. You are just going to trigger him. You won't get a chance of trying to be his friend. At a point, they thought I was going to be recording their calls. So they stopped. I don't care. So, if you now see me on this Zuckerberg media, I've been a YouTuber, wherever you are watching me from, and suddenly you are catching feelings for me because I'm talking about something you love so much. Something I respect this Maiyegun. This is the kind of person we are looking for in Yoruba land. This is the kind of person we are looking for. I am not the kind of person you are looking for. I am really, really hot-tempered to bullshit. Trust me, I am. I am not politically correct person. I don't like to be politically correct. I don't. Do you understand? Which simply means I speak how I feel, and that's how I let go. I never expected any of you to actually have time to listen to me. No, seriously, I'm saying this, right? I never expected all of you who have become a Maiyegun's Diary lover. I love this Maiyegun so much. I wasn't asking for that love. I just wanted to be heard. That is why you can't come to me and say, Maiyegun, I love what you are doing, but you need to tell your people, you need to bring all your people together. You need to come and do this. You need to come and do that. You are a leader. Which leader? I am the leader of the Temple of Truth. And my job is to unite those who are done with a rigged system called Nigeria. So I appreciate the love. I appreciate the care. I appreciate the support. But guess what? They are voluntary. I love this Maiyegun. It is voluntary. You can take it back. This Maiyegun, you need to, once in Maiyegun, you need to calm down. You need to know that as a leader, you have to learn how to take some things in. You are trying to make me become what you like. That is not me. So take back your love. Take back your follow. Take back your like. Take back everything that make you think I am the right person that fits into whatever imagination you have. I am not. I don't want to be anybody's leader. Do you understand? And that is why I will do things in the name of Maiyegun's Diary Politico. Because that is the name I made for myself. You understand? And I'm proud of it. So if somehow, you suddenly feel like, and I respect this guy before, that thing he said about Baba Akintoye, that thing he said about this and that, it makes me feel somehow. Maiyegun, you need to, please, take it back. I decided to pay more attention to what is going on in Yoruba land, because that is where I come from. When Nigeria happened, it happened to my people too. In fact, as people are sharing in the poverty created by the political criminals in Nigeria, that has now resulted into poverty exponential and insecurity. My family members, my friends, the people, acquaintances, and people I know are sharing in this malady. And if I see everyone who says we can get it better, we can break it up. I remember when I started the Break It Up to Save Life. You remember when I started that about 4 years ago? How many of you remember that? Break It Up to Save Life, Nigeria. That is just me attracting every other group which are so disgruntled about what is going on in Nigeria and ready to push for something different. That's how I attracted everybody like a honey, honey attracts everything. That's how I attracted them on Maiyegun's Diary Politico. I love to do things in my own name because that is something I can defend. And I didn't make that name because I was listening to your emotions. So if I want to say I don't give a damn about people, it is how I feel. You might want me to say, I don't want to bother myself about some people. That may be a nice way to say it for you. For me, I can say I don't give a damn about them. That's how I feel. If that offends you, you can go to hell. And I love you, Maiyegun. O le gba love e ko go ko lo si kutu wenji ko sonu. Kò matter sí mi at all. And that is why validation ni o. Maiyegun. And to the point, let me put this as well. To the point that some of us here are beginning to tell me what I should talk about, what I should focus on, simply because to you, that is exactly what will make you feel better. Listen, it's good for fans to say, Maiyegun, please mention this. I love people being comfortable around me. But listen, I am somebody who sets his own rules. I don't follow the general rules. I don't follow the general dictates. That is why what you feel doesn't really matter, especially if it is conditional. This thing is going to discourage people about this whole struggle. We struggle. The struggle that many of you have turned to your business ventures. The struggle that you have all turned to your livelihood. Oduduwa nation is going to come by June. Oduduwa nation is going to come by December. Biafra is going to come by January. And so many other jargons that many of you are actually pushing. Listen, I love respecting people and whatever you are painting in your head. But this is Maiyegun's Diary Politico. It is my rules. Let's put it this way. It is Maiyegun's Diary Politico temple. It is going to be by my rules. It is going to be by my conditions. And listen, it is never going to be about your emotion. And if that comes out rude, go and ask about people that are going to be telling you that you didn't know him. So I decided to let you know this, that we will do what we will do. And at some point, I am going to actually, because that's something that doesn't sit right with me. At some point, and that's why I'm saying this to you now. Mommy, if you think this is not what you wanted, Maiyegun, whatever is going on, Maiyegun, they were disappointed. Mami, èmi kọ́ ni mo appoint emotion yín yẹn o. Tẹ́ bá wà disappointed, ẹ̀yin lẹ appoint ara yín, ẹ̀yin lẹ disappoint ara yín o. Èmi Maiyegun, mo kọ́ ọgbọ́n kan wípé ẹni tí ó bá wọn bo ìbàjẹ́ mọ́lẹ̀, oníbàjẹ́ lòun náà. Mi ò ń ṣe lẹ́nu méjì o. Mami, mi ò ń ṣe lẹ́nu méjì. Ká wí bẹ́ẹ̀, ká bá bẹ́ẹ̀, òun ni iye ọmọlúwàbí, ẹ̀yin màmá lẹ sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Láyé àtijọ́, òun ni wọ́n máa ń sọ wípé pọ̀nyín, òun lè bú àgbà. Kò sí nǹkan tó ń jẹ́ pọ̀nyín. Tágbàlagbà bá ya wèrè, a máa sọ fún pé wèrè ni. Tágbàlagbà bá yolè, olè la máa pè é. Àwọ̀ ò ń ṣe àwọn ọmọ 70s máa o. A kì í ṣe àwọn ọmọ 60s. I respect àwọn ọmọ 60s tó ń ṣe tó gbà sí yín lẹ́nu o. Pariwo èdè, má sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ mọ́. Ó ti yẹ. ìwọ ọmọ yìí tó bá fẹ́ dàgbà pa inú ẹ mọ́. Ìwọ Maiyegun ta tẹ̀ tí ń wò pé tá bá gba Yorùbá nation nǹkan báyìí mi ò tọrọ àyè, mi ò tọrọ pé mo fẹ́ gba ipò kankan nínú Yorùbá nation, mi ò torí pé kí Maiyegun lè di nǹkan kan nínú nǹkan tẹ́ bá ń ṣe. Ó ti yé yín sìn, èmi gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹnìkan àtàwọn èèyàn bíi tèmi, ìdí tá fi ń ṣe nǹkan tá à ń ṣe ni wípé ibi tí Nàìjíríà ń lọ tá a bá ṣe nǹkan kan nípa ẹ̀, àwọn ọmọ wa nǹkan tó ju wa ń rí kékeré ni ní nǹkan tó ju àwọn ọmọ wa máa rí. Tábàárẹ̀ yìí tẹ́ fẹ́ ṣe leader ní Yorùbá nation, Maiyegun ò pẹ̀lú yín o. So màámi tí ẹ bá wò pé Maiyegun mi dẹ̀ ó ti yé báyìí, màámi àsìkò kan ń bọ̀ mo máa sọ àwọn olè tí wọ́n sọ Yorùbá nation di jẹun. Tí mo bá dẹ̀ máa sọ nǹkan tí wọ́n ṣe, mo máa mẹ́rìí wá. Tí bá ti mẹ́rìí dé, mo máa dárúkọ wọn. So màámi, tí emotion yín ò bá ní gbé, Maiyegun tẹ́ rò pé ẹ ní lọ́kàn, bóyá Maiyegun yẹn kọ́ lẹ̀ ń rí yìí o, ẹ má jẹ́ kó bà yín nínú jẹ́ o. Ẹ lè padà báyìí o. Ṣé ń gbọ́ mi mà? I am somebody who has been talking about the rot, trying my best to bring to your consciousness the rot in Nigeria. I am also one of those who have come here to point out how the Yoruba people ended where we are today, and why you as a Yoruba man, Yoruba woman, you must never feel like living Yoruba land is because of Fulani. I told you, those who are supposed to defend us, those who are supposed to speak for us, they joined those who are looting us, those who are killing us, and they are telling us to keep quiet for them. So if you pay attention to the rot and the backwardness of Yoruba land, you are never going to blame a Fulani man. You are never going to blame an Igbo man. You are going to look inward, and you are going to blame yourself for not seeing it early enough. It was on this Maiyegun's diary Politico that I did that. I am just somebody like Crown Feet said yesterday. He said, I am just a vessel. I am not somebody who want to come and lead you anywhere. I am one of the vessels to help us discover honest, sincere people that can indeed take it upon themselves genuinely to lead us. I am one of those in search for that. And that is why, for the little space I have here, Maiyegun's diary Politico, I decided to be an example of what we want to see. Do you understand that? So I don't want you to let your emotion that speaks through many of you to get to me. If I am angry, I am going to show it. Okay? If I am very, very angry, I will show it on Maiyegun's diary Politico, because in that anger is where a message that I want to pass out, I want to pass them. And guess what? There is no compulsion on Maiyegun's diary Politico. Everything is voluntary. So, if this man talking since has shown his true color, he has no respect, he has no regard, he's going to, listen, people have told me, there are people, as you are watching this video right now, there are people who have made it their own Gouda ultimate search for the past 7 years since they have been hearing about Maiyegun. 7 years. I have been on this for over 10 years, by the way. There are people watching me right now. They are just waiting for one single scandal. Just one thing. We'll talk about this guy. We're looking, this guy is he thinks he can talk. Something, one thing. And ladies and gentlemen, they are going to wait for a very long time. You know why? There are those who are waiting that maybe something will just happen to me. Maybe I will just fall sick And people will be saying, hey, pray for Maiyegun, and let us pray for Maiyegun, so that they can say, all the show he said about the pastor in Nigeria. He didn't think he can just talk, and they won't do anything to him. There are people watching me right now. They have been waiting for the news that something don't happen to Maiyegun. I know that. I do. There are people that are waiting to hear something that, they said they have arrested that Maiyegun. They are waiting. They don't want to know why. They said that, that Maiyegun has been arrested. I know. There are those who are waiting every day. That maybe one day they will say, Agbeke and Maiyegun, they don't scatter, everything don't scatter. So they can say, see you, no be your Maiyegun be this. No be that Maiyegun, you they shout be this. See I'm now, didn't we tell you? But do you know one thing that they will never get to hear is that Shebi will tell you, say this Maiyegun are thief. Person where they call everybody thief. If they come here, they do transparency. Oh yeah, ask them now, what happened to the money they said this and that? There are people who are waiting. So you don't worry if you are feeling like Maiyegun, and there are so many people watching you all over the world. And some of them will be they will not be happy because of the way you spoke about Baba. She talk about what happy, come out happy. Oh, but Yoruba. So by this stage, you can be emotional. So when it gets to some stage, yeah. Same way I have been doing my best to make you understand how Yoruba got to where we are. It's the same way I'm going to also tell you, those who are using Yoruba Nation, for money-making machine. And when I start talking, I hope all I have said so far will help you to know that if you are disappointed in Maiyegun, no be me appoint you in the first place. So, are you with me? So if you get disappointed, now you appointed yourself, and you can't disappoint yourself. So the reason why I have to say that is that I will tell my story. If people say I am rude, I have no respect, they are right. It's because I am very rude. I have no respect for all manner of bullshit. That's what they call BS. And to me, when somebody don't act dodgy, when you begin to act corny, when you begin to act funny, listen to me. At that moment, your age doesn't matter to me anymore. At that time, your position or whoever you are doesn't really matter to me anymore. You see that moment, whatever you are seen as doesn't matter to me anymore. And that is why it is right if you think I am rude. People have projected that they are waiting for one day that this Maiyegun will be shamed. Because according to them, I have abused almost all the people they respected. Do you understand? I have called the bluff of all the people they feared. And many of them are saying they are afraid for Maiyegun. Google voice note, all your voice notes, all your text message, everything on. So even those of you who are sending email, stop stressing yourselves. Okay? This is Maiyegun. And if you probably don't know before, now you do. Okay? A place where every day, listen to this, a place where every day the obvious thing that will lead to the Nigeria's extinction, a possible what do you call a possible ethnic war or tribal war or religious war that has been grooming and brewing in Nigeria, and for those who have been the victims as well, yeah. And then I have come to the time that listen, if we choose to be so kind of selective in how we deal with what Nigeria is doing to all of us, we end up we are divided. So we end up and we remain divided, and the same system that has brought this much ruins upon us will continue to live and to remain. So I choose my path as a path of how do you see this? Let me bring this out. Let's have a chat around it. And then let's link them up and see how much this affects you. Enough that even if you have differences, you can still sit together. You can still talk together, strategize together as a bond. And then eventually maybe break the chain. That is my concept on Maiyegun's diary, Politico, which somehow is my trademark. So Nigeria has gotten to a stage where all this division, all this calamity that, people say there is no good news coming from Nigeria, right? And they are right. Good news coming from Nigeria. I mean, you have a situation whereby even if you don't believe that Nigeria is done for, and you're just there in your car in the Federal Capital Territory, the capital of the country, somewhere you feel like, come on, it's safer. And they're right there in the middle of the road, boom, 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 boom. You have to actually struggle, swerve, and all of that, trying to run for your life. Something like this. Yes, that was Abuja. Are you with me? That was Abuja. Just the same way you could be on a train and you could get attacked if you are if you are lucky to be alive and escape being kidnapped, right? And that's if you are lucky. But it could happen to you so fast and you could end up in the den of kidnappers. Meanwhile, in that same place where the main road, the only highway that led to the Federal Capital Territory from Kaduna, has completely been occupied by terrorists. Yeah? In that same manner, those who got kidnapped for over 40 whatever days now are still in the den of their kidnappers, and everybody is moving on like nothing happened. But guess what? Among those who were kidnapped, for those who probably, maybe not now anymore, but for those of you who felt like what APC, what they have done to Nigeria, insecurity-wise, is pretty much just the business of the North. When those who got kidnapped on the train about 2 months or so ago, when they were kind of displayed by the terrorists who got them, we've got, we found the Yorubas there, we found the Igbos there, who Nigeria happened to, and to show that there is nobody in charge of that Nigeria today. Those guys are still there, like many others who have been in the, in the camp of their kidnappers for months, some years. They move on in Nigeria. Now we are now in the era of religious tolerance or intolerance, as you will say. What happened in Abuja? Started from what they called, what they said was an accident involving a kind of a trailer, Okada man, and his passenger, a woman. So the Okada man and the passenger got crushed, and I think they said the woman died there. And before you know it, boom, 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 the Okadas have started protesting, who are mostly Hausa or Fulanis in that part of Abuja. Day market, they call it the plank market, where you could go. You could go to go and buy your planks, as in all this furniture stuff, right? And before you know it, an accident that happened outside the market. Just suddenly, the riot that followed just enveloped the entire market, and like strangely, thank you very much. I'm going to say something as well very soon anyway. So strangely, they targeted shops, businesses owned by mostly Southerners. Specifically, people came out to say that. Are you with me? When we saw the ruins, then people were asking, how come whatever happened in day market, as they said, how did that spread to outskirts of Abuja, straight down to the airport? For some of you who are probably going to Abuja, or you are a regular visitor there, who never believed that Nigeria is gone. Got trapped in there, and then, maybe luckily you escaped. And that's it. The flash of what the reality of Nigeria is right there in the center of the country. I didn't stop there. So we are in the era of mobbing and the mob, even though we're also in the era of, politics, where politicians would say a lot of things, and it's just going to be like all talk, no action. So a young lady, Deborah, was mobbed and killed in Sokoto because of what they said was a blasphemy against the prophet. Yeah? I'll come to that quickly because I know that Buhari is currently in Dubai to pay, to pay condolence visits to the former president of, former prime minister, the former leader of that country. Meanwhile, Deborah and her family, Deborah has been buried, and there's never a single delegation, so to say, to the family to say the government is with them, right? But we'll come back to that. I'm going to take on that that visit to, what do you call it, talking about if Nigeria happened to you or before Nigeria happened to you. And before you realize that there is actually nobody in charge, all right? My eyes, my tiny eye just caught a comment, okay? And that comment is that whoever contributes to your rescue fund, they are wasting their time. From some Oloribuku who is watching us right now. I want you to talk. You are saying this on YouTube, okay? I won't mind something Ramon or whatever. If you can please just say that again and I can help you. That's what I said earlier. I said, this is Maiyegun. This is me, okay? I don't do political correctness, all right? I don't worship people. And that is my character. My character is character that can call your bullshit just exactly what it is. And I don't give a damn, right? Even if now your grandpa or your father I'm talking about, okay? That is my character. And that character is a character that thousands, if not millions, of those who have actually come across this character have considered outstanding. Okay? I am a Yoruba man, true. All right? And if you feel like this character, this Maiyegun character, is not a kind of character you should be seen with, and you are not Omoali, okay? You don't need to campaign. What you need to do is what? Is to never, ever have anything to do with him. I know that some of you, LGBT, that are inside there, Ilanomo Udua, Ilano. There is a time I'm going to open a chapter on you. Trust me. Like I said, they have done their best to make it look like I have something after Baba Akintoye and the Baba Deniro and all of that. So they are hiding behind what they called disrespect and Baba yen. Respect it. So there's going to be a time, yeah, all of you faceless ulis in the name of Yoruba nation, many of you hanging all over the place, all over the world. I have your names. I have your list. I have the names you're actually pushing all about, okay? So there's going to be a time that I'm actually going to tell people, okay? It's going to be their choice, so, because that's what I do on Maiyegun's Diary Politico. What I do on Maiyegun's Diary Politico is that I bring out an information, I give a fact to back it up, yeah? And I let people do what they would do. Don't give your, you know what I mean now? Maiyegun, one moment, Jare. Maiyegun as it is, I am not starting any fund for myself or for anybody. You get what I mean now? The people of Maiyegun's Diary Politico, they wanted what we are doing to continue. But listen to me, even if you have been part of it, and somehow you are disappointed, this is Maiyegun's character. It is a character that doesn't pretend to be respectful to thieves. So all of you using their names, all of you using those Babas names, all of you putting every other thing together, including even how much many of you. I know that somehow, this Maiyegun is going to unite some of you, Lori Bruku Sabi. Maiyegun might unite. Somehow. Because before now, many of you don't even want to see your own very Kiton. And why? Why were you fighting yourselves before now? You were fighting yourselves because of distrust, because of money, because of all those things that turn you apart. But you know what? Maiyegun is going to unite all of you now. You have found somebody you can tell people and say, now this guy Kosam. Now this guy be the problem. Now this guy, this Maiyegun, it's because of this Maiyegun. Watch out for this and that. I know you. All I'm going to do is that I will bring you all here, okay? I will tell people what they need to know, all right? And then you can go out there and put your useless personalities, your useless integrity. You can put them out there to test. Do you get what I mean? I've told you many times, I don't respect thieves, especially confident thieves. And if I can talk about these political thieves, I am going to talk about many of you soon, including how many of you. Listen, this one at Tipo, so that you will know that one day I'm going to talk about you, because I have to say it. I need to let people know who you are, so that some of you are still going to be crawling in and scamming the people and telling them about this or that. We have this petition, we have that. People are saying now that if you take out the petition they said they are signing for Yoruba Nation, if you take that out, if you take out the court case they instituted in Ekiti, after that, what else have they told you will bring you Yoruba Nation? I'll tell you all the scams at some point. And I'll tell you that those who are hiding behind the names of all those Baba, at some point, you are going to go and advise Baba Kintoye and Baba Deniran to quickly wash off their hands. So all of you who were like apart before, who were fighting yourselves, many of you who even called me to report yourselves to me and what you did to yourselves, you are coming together now. You are united. Maiyegun ti insult you. Maiyegun ti insult you, Baba. Maiyegun ti, no. This is unbelievable. This is unacceptable. We have to let see this. Many times, Bashe, mommy, dada. Majority in ti place mi lọ́wọ́. Majority yín ló ti send àwọn nǹkan tó yẹ kẹ́ send nígbà tẹ́ ń wojú rere Maiyegun, ń wọ́nà tẹ́ fẹ́ fi wojú rere Maiyegun. Ó dà pé Maiyegun ìyá àwọn èèyàn ń listen sí. Ó dà pé Maiyegun this and that. Gbogbo nǹkan tẹ́ ti fún mi, tẹ́ ti send sí mi already. Àti tó jẹ́rọ́ ń bẹ̀, àti tó jó òótọ́ ń bẹ̀. Mo máa yọ gbogbo ẹ̀ kúrò nú ara wọn. Gbogbo yín tẹ́ sọ ọ̀rọ̀ Yoruba Nation di business. Tẹ́ sọ ọ̀rọ̀ Yoruba Nation di livelihood yín. Gbogbo yín pátápátá àti gbogbo ẹ̀yin tá àkáǹtì nọ́mbà yín wà lọ́wọ́ mi. Èyí tó bá ti ń deny inú yín, máa gbé síta. Máa wá ní káwọn èèyàn wá béèrè lọ́wọ́ yín pé kẹ́ ṣàkáǹtì nǹkan tẹ́ fowó yẹn ṣe. Ṣé ti understand saying? But this is not the time for now. So I have gotten to that point whereby, I have responsibilities now. Do you understand? Usually, right? I just do my thing and I leave. But now I have responsibility. People are now saying, Maiyegun, your idea is going to help a lot of our people. Your idea is going to, in fact, make it easier to talk about this Yoruba Nation and all of that. But I said, they are just ideas, except if you want it. So we did the People's Parliament on Maiyegun's Diary, on Maiyegun's Diary Politico yesterday, just to hear other people's opinion. And they said, Maiyegun, continue, stay there, continue. But there are one or two faceless rogues that comes onto Maiyegun's Diary Politico. Some of you even want to defend Baba Kintoye when I haven't even brought anything up against them. What I'm bringing up is going to be against all of you thieves. Social media, they call themselves agitator. Agitator, kill and agitate. We are fighting for our land. We are fighting for Yoruba land. Yeah. Let us all come together. We need to rise. We need to fight for Yoruba land. All of us are sleeping. Why are we sleeping? We need to put. You can call me names. Character mi leleyi mi ò ní respect. Mo sọ fún ẹ. Wọ́n fi aṣọ jó mi lẹ́nu dáadáa nígbà tí mo wà kékeré. Sọ nǹkan tó bá wọn ẹni kó sọ ń pa mi. If you have actually donated before, and you have accepted that what we have done, the support, the givings, everything we have done, you have been so happy about that, but you are disappointed now. Màámi, ẹ má dáwó yín sọ́wọ́ Maiyegun mọ́ o. Tẹ́ bá láwọn ọ̀rẹ́ tẹ́ sọ pé kán lọ dá sí nǹkan tí Maiyegun ṣe, ẹ lọ sọ fún wọn pé kán má dá sí mọ́ o. Ọmọ yẹn ò ń ṣe ọmọ o. Ṣé ń gbọ́? Ẹ lọ sọ fún wọn o. Ẹ má wá blame me later. Pé mo dẹ̀ dáwó. I'm one of those. Màmá, caveat lélẹ́yìí. Ẹ má bá wọn dáwó síbi tẹ́ ẹ mọ̀. Ṣẹ́yìn mọ̀ pé lórí Maiyegun yìí. Don't give, ọmọ Igbo ń dáwó, ọmọ Ìjọ ń dáwó, ọmọ Hausa ń dáwó, Fúlàní ń dáwó, everybody tó jọ̀rẹ́ Maiyegun lórí bíi tí wọ́n fẹ́ràn justice, tí wọ́n fẹ́ràn òtítọ́, ó jẹ́ máa test here. So the bottom line is this: don't give anybody your money if you don't trust them. Now, if your own thing that will never make you give anybody your money is because you don't have respect, Baba, don't give them. See, because you see me, look at me very well. I don't get respect. I don't get these people that can say, and I cannot say that. I wish I can say what is in my mind. No. There's nobody that I cannot say what is in my mind. But you see all these people, all these old ladies, look at them shouting Yoruba Nation on Facebook, on YouTube. Ask them questions. Tell them to give you the, what do you call it? To give you the, what do they call that, Let them give you the template of how we are going to get that Yoruba Nation. They will start foaming in the mouth. They are a bunch of disgrace. You know what I mean? They are kind of the people that actually makes you feel like, man, this whole thing looks like a joke. Do you understand? So they say we are agitated, agitator call, agitator ni. So boomy dada, a time is coming. So everybody button boomy, o ma mean nǹkan kan sí ẹ dáadáa because gbogbo ẹ̀yin olè oníjẹkújẹ yẹn. Gbogbo àwọn èèyàn wa tẹ́ ń gbá àtàwọn míì tẹ́ ń lọ tẹ́ lọ ń gbé ẹbọ. Can you imagine? Àwọn èèyàn lọ ń gbé ẹbọ nítorí Yorùbá tọrọ fẹ́ àwọn èèyàn dáwó mọ́ o. Can you believe that? Kí la máa ṣe sí báyìí sí yẹn? Àwọn èèyàn dáwó mọ́ tẹ́lẹ̀ bá wa rí èèyàn tẹ́lẹ̀ bá wa rí ẹni tó lè bá wa ṣiṣẹ́. Na so that they tell me something about Èkìtì o. Lórí Yorùbá Nation yìí no kẹ́ lè dáwó ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà labroad. Ó yá ẹ ní láti dáwó. Wọ́n torí tí wọ́n lọ ń ṣoògùn lÉkìtì, wọ́n lọ ń gbẹ́bọ. Síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ náà wọn ò torí ẹ̀rí mọ́ọ̀chì látara yín. Ogun mú yín mọ́ because majority yín ti ń gbọ́n. So ẹni tó bá máa bú mi kó bú mi dáadáa, mi ò ní respect èmi fúnra mi mọ̀. So that's why I like to tell my own story myself. You don't have to tell them. I am telling them myself. I don't respect people who don't deserve it. Do you understand? Old or young. And at the same time, I always want to make sure that people have information that helps them in their decision-making process. So I love this Maiyegun. I've told you before. I love this Maiyegun so much before. In fact, I feel so bad. Sorry. The first thing you should do is to make sure that you unfollow Maiyegun. If you are a paid, I have paying members. I have people who pay to watch me. Do you know that I actually have people who pay right now to watch me? Yeah, just the same way you pay to watch your Netflix. You pay to watch all those TV and broadband. People pay to watch me. So if you are one of them and you are disappointed, listen. Now, so it be. Sometimes they will say, because of this program on that program, because of this person on that program, the rating dropped. Because people started unsubscribing. People started leaving. It's a good thing. Now, this is the real world. You have right to do that. You voluntarily decided to subscribe on Maiyegun and start paying to watch me every month. You can change that. The option is there, it's yours. Only lot is of when you come because I won't come back. I won't come here tomorrow and say, hey, my people, for the sake of Yoruba nation, we want to go and get somebody who can do. I not to lost Shogun. When I will confess Shogun, can you imagine that? Lori or Yoruba nation, they brought that on social media. They were raising money to go and do bee jazz so that somebody can control bees. So the bees can go and help them attack Fulanis. And people started raising money on social media. I bet they are laughing. They're having a laugh at many of us. Because I contributed to some of those platforms too. I gave money on those platforms too. So if you abuse me. Call me names. We'll see your end. Which end? I will see your end. I will tell people who you are. I will tell people your intention. It is not defined. Do you understand that now? It is not defined. So we want to give people clarity. We want to give them understanding. We want to make them involved. We want to get this real because people are dying. And then the future of our children, they are at stake. So what are you telling me? I love Maiyegun, I don't love him anymore. Kí ni mo fi love ẹ ṣe? Kí ni love ẹ dé fún mi láti jọjọ́ yìí? So for those who are wishing that something will happen, well, to the grace of God, I've talked about don't rejoice. Mo lè máa bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ mi tí mo ti ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Ní nǹkan tí Yorùbá ń pè pé tọ́lọ́jọ́ bá dé. Ó dé nìyẹn, ẹ̀yin lẹ máa sunkún, lẹ máa lament pé ọmọ yẹn dẹ̀ young. You can even start creating the myth. Wọ́n ṣe nǹkan kan báyìí fún ni, wọ́n ṣe gbọ́n ṣàwo fún ni. That's your business. I'm gone. I'm gone. Whatever is left, let mama discuss. Don't worry about that. That's what I told my friends who are like religious. I said, see, if I'm going to hell or heaven, Baba, when we get there, we'll go sort them out. You don't worry about them. We'll deal with the one we will get here. So all those things don't catch. They are fancy words that don't really appeal to me anymore. And I want you to know that so that I can warn you and say, don't invest your emotion or don't invest your like. I enjoy it even if you are pretty much like, I don't like this Maiyegun. But here you are. You're going to watch all my program. You're going to watch all my video. You're going to watch people say they don't like Maiyegun too. And then you're going to be happy in your room. But guess what? I'm still going to be here tomorrow. I'm going to be here day after until I can no longer be here. Do you get that? So, because what happened to Deborah? What happened to Deborah is what we are trying to prevent from happening to another person, only if people can wake up. That's why we are like, if you love Nigeria, if you love the people, you will start the conversation around breaking the chain of whatever, Amagadash. And the chain of Amagadash can't hold us. There's this song where they ring for my head. What happened to Deborah can happen to anybody. It happened to Titi Lokwe Arotile. It happened to so many other people that we have seen who have died and their death in vain. But Buhari is in what do you call it? Is in Dubai right now to go and pay condolences visit to the king of Dubai, Babylon. God bless you, Jare. So and that's why I'm here. I am not here because of just the Yoruba nation. No. I have spoken about the Shiites. You as a Yoruba man, you know now about the Shiites. Abi? And you are kind of compassionate. You have empathy towards their cause. That's not what Nigeria told you. Nigeria said they were potential terrorists. But I spoke about them. Does that make me a member of the Shiites? Of course not. I spoke about the Biafrans. I remember when Biafrans, some of my Biafran brothers, when they came, they said, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu said we should come and be listening to you. I was like, oh, well done. But my brother, you came late. There are Biafrans who have been listening to Maiyegun, including Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself, before he made that recommendation. And they are based on what you see is what you get. This is me. It is whatever you see now, waiting you see, you get to. So when they now were like, we want you to, I said, hey, hold on. This is Maiyegun's diary Politico. Remember that. So they started saying, oh, Maiyegun, what is this thing with the Biafrans? I said, does that make me IPOB member? It doesn't. I speak about their injustice because it is the same thing that happened to the Shiites that they are doing to the IPOB. The propaganda, the everything around them. So, because I know that, what to make Shiites get angry? When make IPOB say with the go, if you as a Yoruba man or Yoruba woman, if you are paying attention very well, you are going to be demanding for the same thing. But boom, Yoruba nation, my own people, decided that they were going to. I'm like, oh, great. That's fine. Now, how can we go about this? While we were trying to figure that out, okay, oh yeah, we know, oh yeah, bang, they wanted to kill Igbo. Then it became serious. I was like, you see, that's how they try to kill Sunday. I mean, they try to kill Nnamdi Kanu. I'm a Yoruba man. Does that then automatically make me a member of your Ilano or whatever other group you all created out there? It doesn't. No, it doesn't. And not be member of any of your shady organizations in the name of Yoruba nation. Does that make me a less Yoruba? Of course not. But you know, Adeyinka Grandiot also said he's fighting for Yoruba nation. You remember? He's my brother. He did jail now. Because his own concept of the Yoruba nation is not different from the Afghanistan Taliban. And to me, as a Yoruba man, that is completely alien to me. And I opposed it. I opposed that. I didn't hide that. I said that loud and clear on Maiyegun's diary Politico. And I warned the people. This is an extremist move that can never be Yoruba. I mean, I'm a Yoruba man. You can no longer tell me this is there is a different Yoruba that I should know of. So I objected to that. And I never have any regret about that. Some people don't like me for that. So if I am not a member of any of your bogus, shady organizations, right? Does that make me less of a Yoruba man? Of course not. So that is why I said, before Nigeria happened to me, I go scream, oh. We started screaming and people said, Maiyegun, stop screaming alone. Let us start acting. So make una no tempt us. So if we say that we want to raise 10,000, 20,000, 100,000 pounds, 1 million pounds to help our people back in Yoruba land, it is never going to be all around what you think. Do you know that? It is going to be all around what we think here. And that is why, I don't usually go everywhere and say, hey, help us promote this, help us promote that. I bet some of those I even gave money to. I bet many of those of them, many of them, I bet if they ever actually promoted the fund, but they have opinion about it and won't weary. So Emma Ale Mokayo de wow. Emma Ale Mokayo de wow. I will only respect simply because we know that nobody is in Nigeria. I mean, nobody is in charge of Nigeria. Since nobody is in charge of Nigeria and all these are happening, it is always better, not just to tell the people the truth. Don't make up lies. Don't cook up all this nonsense that some of you are cooking up just to make it look like, we are, just nonsense. Don't cook anything up. Tell people the truth. That will do wonders. That's what I do. That is what I do. I speak it. And you can then say, Maiyegun, that is your own truth. But it is not the whole truth. I say, okay, fine. But I've said my truth. Add on to your own truth. So then do better. That's me. And that is why on Maiyegun's diary Politico, I said, I don't know how to give orders. There's no point in trying to say you want to give order to people. Do you even know the kind of people who watches Maiyegun's diary Politico? I'm talking about people who are in their 50s, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. Now the people where they want make her come here, come they say I be leader, and they give order. All of you must sit at home tomorrow. That's the kind of thing, Maiyegun, you need to ginger your people. You are made for this. People have told me that many times. Maiyegun, you are made for this. You should be ready to lead your people. And I say, when you are done with your fantasy, you will come to the reality. I am not that kind of a person. I am just this conscious, your conscience, something that you probably, the last voice that will be ringing in your heads after you've known all that happened in Nigeria today, or in the past and all that. I am the voice that will continue to remind you that Nigeria is still here because you want Nigeria to still be Nigeria. Once you begin to feel like, no, this is not it, this is not, and that is why when I speak about the revolution now, it is because of the injustice against them. Does that now make me a member of a Showore party? Showore is my friend though. And trust me, as a free thinker where I be, I go still give him money for the election that he is doing. Do you know that? Not because I believe in the whole thing, but for me, as part of my own whatever, I can still give him and say, oh, take this, now wait till I get be that, go help you. But me in call, I know, my hand no deal. I can still do that. Or maybe I should even confess, I have done that already. Yeah, I've reached out and said, okay, Mr. Showore, does that make me a member of their whatever? It doesn't. But when I see an injustice towards them, coming from a system that has done us so much wrongs, only if we have paid attention for long. The system that has done us so much wrongs. If we realize that if we come together, and that is the common interest I've been looking for. And on Maiyegun's diary Politico, I have achieved that. So some said, when I talk, I'm sounding arrogant. Yeah, people have told me that before. They said I'm arrogant, of course. People have told me I'm proud. How do you think you typing it now? You typing that in the comment and say, he's so proud, he's arrogant. How do you think that? I mean, why do you think that's going to actually make me feel like, I'm so sorry, I'm not proud. I'm not arrogant. It's not like that. Let me explain. Iwa titani. Ta mu wèrè wọ́jà, ta ló mú àbùkí wá sọ́jà. Ẹni mú wèrè wá ni kó mú wèrè lọ. Kí ló kàn mí àti emotion wèrè? Ṣé mo proud ni? Yes, alright. Is that Maiyegun arrogant? Oh, very, very arrogant. Very, very arrogant. And that Maiyegun is becoming proud today. Oh there. So you are just knowing something that some others have known for years. And according to them, na mumu they listen to Maiyegun. No be so? So you are just discovering, and it's shocking you. If that is how I come out to you, mommy, daddy, Olong, you are right. Olong, walai, you're right. Maiyegun, you proud, Sha. Olong, you're right. Maiyegun, you are arrogant, Gonsha. Olong, mami, you're right. If that's how it came to you, if this is how this whole thing is to you, that's why I said when I talk, I do all my talking, I do everything, I leave them to you to. Maiyegun, I love that broadcast last night. That broadcast that you are laughing, you are saying you enjoy. I love that your last, you are very real. Some people are angry right now. They are watching with this. Now the same video they are watching. They are watching this same video like you. You are laughing because you feel like, hey, Maiyegun tell them. Some people are angry right now. What is he talking about? It's just rabble-rousing. My friend, just make a point. Just say something better. All this nonsense. They are there, but they are here for the past 1 hour. If I continue just going about in circle, all of you will be laughing. You will be laughing. Sorry, many of you will be laughing. These ones will be like, it's just wasting our data. They are here.
So what do you, that's why I tell people, and what I wanted to ensure, why I am like this is this, okay? People will call you names, especially if you don't kind of tailor yourself according to their expectations. They are always pretty much like, no. I don't listen to that, guys. It's all rubbish he talks. Now the same rubbish to his ears is a melody to your own ears. Maiyegun, continue. Fire them. I get some eruku here. I know they did wrong for their face. I know they did wrong. Some of you are even be like, I'm just advising Maiyegun. I'm just advising him. Let me advise him. Because some of you feel like Maiyegun cannot be Tony. Because every name you want to call Maiyegun himself has been calling himself those names. Because those names came by because some people felt like you shouldn't have said that. And you should have kept that, you should have kept that to yourself. You shouldn't have embarrassed that person that way. We know that they did, but we shouldn't, and all of that. And that is how many of you adults today have kept mute, even when you saw wrong things going on. You have joined them. And I don't want our children. I have children who watches Maiyegun. Yeah, there are children who watches Maiyegun. I don't want you to tell them to keep short when they see something wrong. You need to let them know that when they see something wrong, they must tell you. And they must not be afraid of any punishment because whoever they are talking about is this person, is that person. Now, when I come this abroad, I realized that they did us bad in Nigeria. Very bad, terribly bad. When they say keep your mouth shut, you cannot ọmọdé tó bá sọ pé ẹnu àgbàlagbà ń rùn, ọmọlẹ́yìn á sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ fún. My brother, tẹnu ẹ bá ń rùn tó jó nírọ́, ò bá jẹ́ 70 years, ò bá jẹ́ 80, ò bá jẹ́ 90. Tó bá jẹ́ ọmọ, okay, let me put it this way. They say you don't tell elderly person that their mouth is smelling. But it is not like a smelly mouth. It is pretty much like a smelly character. If you are a young person, you can't tell elderly person that they have a terrible characters. You get what I mean? Because if you say that, those who are coming after you, they are going to say that to you too. Why don't you just stop silly characters, smelly characters? Why don't you just stop that as an elderly, as an old person? So that person coming behind you will not smell your dirty, stinking, odious character. So that I won't have to say it. So they say, not be everything with they talk. Because you see, all these people, if you are talking like this, they are not going, when they have when people say, when they recommend your name somewhere for a position or for a job, they will say, that boy that can talk and talk, that has no respect, they won't give you the job, they won't give you the support, they won't give you this and that. And many of you didn't see anything wrong in that. Imagine. You didn't see anything wrong in that until I came to this abroad. Abroadian. Until I came to this abroad, or I came to Scotland, I realized the damage is done, because it simply means if you are too, they say, because your mouth is so sharp, you think say your mouth sharp, nobody go help you. Now, when I came here, I realized that I don't need anybody to help me. All I needed was to help myself. Do you understand? Like, I just have to help myself. How? Get some skill, get a job, and get a life. So if I say something and you don't like me, why you won't give me a job? Which job you won't give me? Why do you want to help me? Why do you want to give me money? Why do I have to come to you and say I need help? Why? When I don't have to beg you for money to go to hospital. I don't have to beg you for money to send my children to school. I don't have to beg for money to feed. I don't have to beg you for money to pay my rent. Why should I need your help? And in the future, you may say you want to be this. Okay. So because I call the thieves, you agree that the thieves can deny me, whatever I am rightfully qualified for in your Nigeria, if you are the kind of person who think like that, now one of the damages done to you by Nigeria. I don't need your pie. I don't need your, me personally, I don't need your connection. I don't need your, what do you call it? And all those, you don't need them. You can only help yourself. But I understand if you are watching me from Nigeria, I understand. You have to watch your mouth so that somebody cannot, so that you can get help. So all these influential people, they can help you. They can do all of that. That is what we are trying to change. That's part of the mentality that has kept many of you to continue to recycle criminals who continue to do the same thing again and again to you with the same results, but even worse. That's the reason. You are looking for a day when you are going to be somebody and you don't want anybody to come and say, you don't know this boy. You know, for example, now if you see my poster, I say, Maiyegun for governor. You be like, photo. Am I seeing well? Like, is that Maiyegun for governor? Hey, okay, no be this Maiyegun be this. This one where they talk. Oh yeah, now come and be governor. Oh yeah. I don't want to be your governor. I don't want to be your anything in this your frauderia, like somebody will say. I am trying to be alive. I am trying to say you should try to be alive. You know, get it's not about just me. It's about you too. I always wanted you to see that for every action, there is always a counter, or what's it they call it? A contrary or opposite reaction. And so life be. So the moment, let me say this, the moment you know that if you go to college, as many of you are graduates, imagine you are graduates, 5 years, 10 years, you have never had a real job, you have been doing one thing or the other, and you are graduate. Some of you have been graduate for 1 year, 2 years now. Now recharge card, you they say, shape as they say recharge card, no be human being. I didn't say that. I'm just saying, if your mentality says your helper is going to come from those who see your mumu, and the sense that you can manage your mumu, you are not speaking and talking. Are you with me? So, that is not normal. Graduate to person who go school, you graduated, Nigeria happened to you. You are living from hand to mouth. You are championing APC, championing PDP, shouting here and there, one Nigeria here and there. And then you are watching your mouth. And then, you know, somebody said I should put on my Abeti Aja. Don't worry, leave Abeti Aja for now. We'll do that some other time. They are making you live a life of, like below average lives. Of course, now, graduates, when they go church, they go pray, say, may God bless them with job. God, I pray for job. I say, why do you have to go and pray inside the church, inside the warehouse, former warehouse that they turn to business center, church? Why? It doesn't make any sense to me. But his fellow Nigerians, when we say all this God thing, a different thing to them. Maiyegun. Don't say that. Maiyegun, don't say that. I don't. See, let me tell you. In Leviticus chapter 3 versus this. In Deuteronomy, in this, they will start quoting me and say, Maiyegun, you need to read this and that. God said, I said, Baba. And the same thing we they talk about. If to say everything they work, there's nothing wrong in going to pray. But you are going to go and pray that God should give you a job. And you know that, Baba, say no be Naija. Which job? Which job? God. So God can't give you a job. Can't make you media advisor to MC Olueran. You can't go church, go do Thanksgiving. You see, that's how God works in miraculous way. Baba. Me, I know, I'm just saying, here in the UK, I didn't have to go and do fasting and this and that. And I said, you deserve a working system where you don't have, because if you don't go through that now, some of you they go through that too. It can't make you the question God say, oh boy, even I say God no even care and all of that. But God cares for those who believe so much in God. But Nigeria will make you become a madman that will be quoting Bible, that will be quoting Quran in your mental, in your totally beaten mental state, in your psychosis state. You go to see vision, you go to predict, you go to do all of that. But when you bring your vision to the reality, it don't make any sense. That's what Nigeria does to you. And that is why I continue to manage myself. Try to tell people on Maiyegun General Politico that this information are free. Whatever you want to do with it, please do with it. The reason why they will tell you not to respect thieves, to defend criminals, and to pray to God to send you grace is because these criminals that you are praying for, now them can't hold your grace. Your daughter is very sick. Some of you, you are this close to abject poverty. Some of you, now one single sickness remain. Just one single sickness go confirm that you are already in poverty when you are going to sell everything you think you have right now just to pay for medical bills. And then you probably will still be praying to God as well. And say, God, please, God, please don't leave me. Poor God, God, come and defend. God, come and save me. Forgetting the fact that God has given you the brain. That if you have a working medical system, you probably stand a chance 50-50 if you are not going to become poverty. There's this definition I want to give to it. It is a poverty caused by health concern. You know what I'm talking about? Today you have small car, you have car, you have house. Some of you have small savings in the bank. And when they talk about the rot and where Nigeria has come to today, you tell them to shut up. Shut up your mouth, Jare. You don't know what you are talking about. But now one single sickness go show you that you are not different from those who are sleeping under the bridge in Lagos. Some of them, they had prospect, they had life in the past. Nigeria happened to them because they never believed it could ever happen. Some of them are still alive, others never lived to tell the story. Now that is what Nigeria can do to you. And that can happen to you from anywhere, whether you are a Christian or a Muslim or wherever you are. I am concerned about that. And that is why if people say, let us go for Yoruba, thank you, Jare. Uyeni yawa go arrogant, tobala arrogancy, tobala proud, are proud. In fact, if you are a member of Maiyegun's Diary Politico, I'm talking about those of you who are not on Maiyegun's Diary Politico because of conditional love. I don't like conditional love. No, they use condition for the love where you have for me. I like Maiyegun. No, they put conditional. I love this Maiyegun so much. Don't use condition. I respect this Maiyegun so much. I beg, no add condition. No. If you add condition, I dey quick lose respect to. So if you are a member of all these Maiyegun's Diary Politico disciples, the Maiyegun's Diary Politico brethren, everywhere you go, just tell them, I am a proud member of Temple of Truth. We are proud proud people. I am an arrogant member of Maiyegun's Diary Politico Temple of Truth because we are arrogant. How can you know the truth? And then still be slave to lies? How is that possible? You know the truth. And then because you don't want to offend people, you will just pretend to be a slave to lies. Aba tó bá jẹ́ arrogant ni kẹ́ arrogant o, kẹ́ kápá sókè gidi. Tó bá jẹ́ proud ni kẹ́ proud o, kẹ́ gbé ṣan sókè tán. Tó bá sọ̀rọ̀ jù kẹ́ sọ̀rọ̀ gbá wọn. Don't let anybody intimidate you with, you know, I'm a old man. Shemi jeje. Oh. You know, I'm an old man. You know, I'm an old woman. Shemi jeje. Oh. Any old man or old woman, who comes around, who do anyhow, who think they can take advantage of what we call the Yoruba respect and everything, Baba, shake him. Shake àgbàlagbà yẹn kó ṣubú. You get what I mean now? Because what they use most of the time is this kind of ẹ̀rù ọba ẹni. Ìwọ ọmọ ìmọ̀ àṣepè fún ẹ o. Bàbá èpè yín ò lè mọ anybody. Èpè yín ò lè má wà. Ẹ wò wá dáadáa. Àwa gan ò ṣà. Èpè yín ò lè mú wa. So you get me now? Do me gentle. You know I'm an old man. Don't talk to me. Don't. If you do anyhow, you go see anyhow. Tell them. Àwa arrogant you. Joe. For the sake of your own mental health. Please, don't join these arrogant people. Don't join these proud people. Because these proud and arrogant people, they have known the truth. They can no longer bow to the lies. If that hurts your feelings, somebody said I should rather just say,
As they see with us, you go dey pain them. As they pain them, you go dey see with us.
So you are jumping up and down today for APC, for PDP. You are not, if some of you are not even keeping prisoners. But I dey here now. It is on this platform. It is also on this platform that some people said telling people the truth that they know is going to make them to go and reject their leaders and possibly fight them, shake them, and all of that. Which is some of them say, maybe you know to shake out. If you do shake out this person, if you it's like if you shake at Tifnumbu, if you hold Tifnumbu right now, if you shake and like 3 times or 4 times, they go just say, yeah, carry on more. You don't kill him. Now you go buy coffee. So this is the generation that will shake you, Agbalagba. So you watch, when they say we should watch what we say, Maiyegun, you should watch what you say. Mama, Baba, we are advising you, ma. Look at us very well. You should also watch where you drop advice. Some advices are not solicited. Some advices, if you give it to us, you go collect it. You know all those things they will say, mo dey enter láti advice here ni o. Say sir, kí ló ṣe yín lójú báyìí? Kí ló dé tí gbogbo ojú yín wú báyìí? Why do you have all this swollen face, sir? Help me, ke. Help me. Advice I give him. I was trying to advise him to say he should. Sir, lójú yín wá wú báyìí, baba. Sorry. May God no allow, may them kill you. So stay away from us. We don't need validation of anybody who feels like respect is now too, meta kobo. If you want to get any respect anywhere, you will earn it. People are dying, and politicians are making money from that. And then some other people are also making money from that. And it's pretty much like our people are in dilemma. And you watching me right now, you probably actually know that our people are in that dilemma. So we need clarity. And we cannot get clarity if we tell our children not to say the truth. If we tell our children to close their eyes and cover their ears when they have to hear the truth. Don't do that to this generation coming. Don't do that to your children. They will say things you don't like. They are not comfortable. They're going to say things before they talk say wherever, waiting elders they see when they sit down, when young people, even if they climb 25-story building, they cannot see it. All those things na bobo, because agbalagba no dey see anything. The older you get, the blurry your vision will become. You know that medically, the older you become, the weaker your organs will start becoming, including the nerves in your eyes there. So may anybody not try to tell us nonsense, okay? Agbalagba, we sit down, where they see future. Tell me, how many of all these agbalagba where you have today in Nigeria, in Yoruba land, in everywhere, how many of them saw waiting they happen today? Is that in year 2022, a Boko Haram is going to, then a Fulani terrorists are going to be killing people, and Yorubas are going to be poor. Then this, how many of these all these useless bogus leaders? How many of them saw the future? Waiting them do about them. Waiting them do. No do anything because they no see nobody see say Nigeria go end up like this. They thought na miracle, Messiah will come someday, somebody will come. And so thieves started taking turns. They were giving them promises, different promises. Now they are old. They are very old now, and they are now giving us advices. My friend, listen. Ọmọdé ò lè láṣọ bí àgbà, kó tún lákìsà bí àgbà. Aṣọ kọ́ là ń sọ, àkísà kọ́ là ń sọ, ọgbọ́n orí là ń sọ, ìrírí là ń sọ, kárí ọjọ́ iwájú jìnnàjìnnà là ń sọ. Bàbá ẹ calm down, ẹ ń sọ̀rọ̀ jù. Ẹnu yín ń dùn. Ẹnu yín ń ta yín, ẹnu ń ta yín, ẹnu yín ń dùn, ẹ ń jẹ, ẹ ń lá oyin jù, ẹnu yín ń dùn. Sweet mouth. My friend, listen. A child cannot have clothes like elders and still have akisa, that is the rags. A young child, you can never have rags like elders. It is not about clothes. It is about experience. It's about vision. It's about seeing things. It's about this. All those things na bobo, na lie. No, they believe them, na lie. Are you with me? They know they see Shingbang. They know they see waiting. Shingbang, they don't see. How many of them saw today? How many of them saw that our people are going to end up as refugees? How many of them saw that our people are going to be paying ransom to terrorists? How many of them saw that we are going to end up this way? And what did they do? Then the young people who have now seen that, me, I don't want to end up like all this babao. I don't want to end up like all this mamao. They were young like us too. You see, all of these mama watching me right now, baba watching me. Many of them are in their 70s, 60s. They are watching Maiyegun right now. They are there. Look at them. See? Mama? Grandma? Shewa? Yeah, she's watching me. Look at her. They were once like us, young. I'm not blaming you for what is going on now. I'm just saying that you were young like us too. I don't know vision where you see. I don't know the future you saw. But if I ask you now, mommy, say now the future where you saw this when you are in my age, is this the future you saw 40 years ago, She future that is why, for those who love Maiyegun, to them, we are seeing our future. And if we don't do something now, we are going to end up even worse than our mama, our baba. Many of them are watching me right now. Some of them are actually watching me from outside Nigeria. That is the result of the future they saw. I'm a young man. Baba Nimi, listen, I don't be boy, even though I be boy to many of the people where they follow me, because they be old people, old. I'll be boy, but I'll be baba. When my daughter arrives on Wednesday, Yoruba say I can come off follow Oluma so mo Maiyegun di marun. Yes, marun. You see, so tó bá ti mú Kòfó, tó ti mú Gbọ́láwọ̀n, tó ti mú Ọmọrìnsọ́lá, tó ti mú Akínọlá, nígbà tí Léla Yéwándé bá dé, ó ti di ọwọ́, ó ti di ká márùn-ún nìyẹn o. Àwọn ọmọ Maiyegun. So tó bá ti ẹ̀ ń wò mí, if you are watching me from anywhere and you're like, this boy, sometimes you don't even know that that's an insult, but fine. And because you be Egbon or you be Baba for where you are. But what I'm saying is this: when you are younger like me, when you were in your 30s, did you foresee what is happening today? For me, I am here now. I can tell you, by the time my Kofoworola turned 35, and nothing is done as we are doing right now, it is either Kofoworola will become an American. Honestly, she has the chance. Or she's going to come and become British, Canadian, wherever she wants to go. That's what will happen at the end of the day. My son, Gbọ́láwọ̀n, my daughter, Ọmọrìnsọ́lá, they went up elsewhere. Akínọlá is already British. Léla is going to be British. So all you have to wait for is to say, Yoruba, British, Oduduwa, British, Oduduwa, Canadian, Kofoworola, Oduduwa, American, Ọmọgbọ́láwọ̀n, Oduduwa, Canadian. If nothing is done, just like many of you grandpas who are watching me from America, London, all over the place, I bet it, when you were younger, you were probably hoping that by the time you get to this age, you are not going to be wearing cardigan. You are not going to be wearing jackety inside cold. And they will say, Mama, am I eating yara mommy? Am I eating yara grandma? Who turned off the heating inside their grandpa's room? You want him to die? Because they cannot send you back to Yoruba land to go and enjoy sun. That vitamin D that you need at this stage of your life. You didn't see that then. Oh, your children are now Americans, are they not? Your children are now British, are they not, Mama? You know what I'm saying? You know I'm saying the truth. Even though you yourself, probably you are American too. You are British too. But the bottom line is this. Maybe nobody saw today. Back then. Me, I am telling you now what is going to be like in 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. Add that 10 years to my Koforola's age, my daughter. She's going to be 23 in 10 years' time. Add another 10. My Koforola will become 33. She should probably have finished education, married, and the reality of the world hitting her hard. Do you think, with the way Nigeria is, I would want my own daughter, my own children to experience what I experienced? Now that I have known the truth, should I keep short until I grow old like you and I can look for any young person like Maiyegun, who is now talking about a better place that we can retire to? So do you see why I don't fancy conditional love? I love you, Maiyegun, my son. I want you to calm down. I like it. I love it. But don't tell me that I should calm down just to satisfy people, because my future is at stake. The future of my children are at stake. The future of my own grandchildren. I'm going to be a grandpa too. Anyway, even if I die before I see them, all of them are going to still say, all my children will still say, let us go and see grandpa. Wherever they bury me, they will say, now grandpa be this. He died this and that. I'm not afraid of all those things. But I'm more interested in, can I get more people to see this danger? Are you with me? Can we see beyond everything Nigeria wants us to see and see that this is about us and our future? So that's what they do. It's what they do. I've spent a lot of time talking about. I wanted to tell you about where it's actually 10 days now or so to the APC Egbekegbe's primaries, and it's also about 8 days to PDP, people destroying people's presidential primaries. Everybody will tell you, say they get this capacity, they get that capacity, they will do this and that. Wait and see. Everything will come to more clarity in the next 4 or 5 days. and the next 10 days. So, but I don't think I have that time tonight again. I want to hear from you. There are people who said that they couldn't come in onto the People's Parliament yesterday. And then I said, I'm going to open the line tonight. I'll open the line. You can come and speak your mind, okay? So I just want you to know that this is who we are, and we are not afraid or ashamed of displaying that. If that makes anybody feel so uncomfortable, if anybody feels so disrespected, the best thing you should do, trust me, see, if anybody disrespects anybody I know, trust me, I won't listen to them. No. If somebody kind of disappoints me, I will never waste my time going to go and listen to them. What are they talking about? What do I want to go and listen to? I won't go there. So if you are watching me right now, and you are on Maiyegun's Diary Politico, you are causing nuisance. Even you yourself, I have not been reading too much of the comments. Even yourself, read the comments. There are people there, like Maiyegun. They will even give it to you worse than Maiyegun. The best for you is to unsubscribe, unfollow him. Unfollow Maiyegun. And to me, you probably don't exist. It's up to you. So I'm going to take a few calls, and I'm going to go make my tea. But before I have somebody on the line, but that person is going to have to wait. Hello.
Maiyegun General.
Is that Ahmed?
Yes.
Right.
Before I move fast, let me just attack one person here. One mumu right here. Kai Abba Dogon Gida, ka shigo cikin program ka zo kana cewa rubbish post saboda ba tunani a kanka. Saboda kai wawa ne kana zaman Najeriya, gaba ɗaya an amsha kwakwalwanka. Ka zauna kana wahala, kana cikin matsala, amma wai kwata-kwata baka ga wannan ba rubbish post. Kuma ire-iren ku ne za ku je ku ba 'yan siyasa. Kuna cewa ai sai wani. Su ire-iren kuɗin daman kuka bi sai Buhari. Yau ina Buharin ya kawo. Gobe za ku bi sai Atiku. Jibi za ku bi sai Tinubu duka ku ta bi kuna cewa sai wani karshen ta su zo su ta lalata muku rayuwa. Amma ka zo nan kana typing rubbish saboda baka da tunani. Maiyegun make I now one mumu where I see him post for Facebook like that.
Yeah.
He came and he said he posted rubbish post. Oh, yeah. That is to the broadcast.
Yeah, Ahmed. You know what you're gonna do for me, yeah?
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Now, Ahmed, I'm going to ask you to please give me a minute or two, okay? I want to make tea.
Okay.
I wish I could do that off camera, but you just came through and I'm like, okay. If you can give me that chance, yeah, I will be back.
Okay.
And to everybody who is still watching, you can help.
I don't know if the message I passed. I don't know if it reached out there.
No, everybody heard you now. I haven't put you on it yet. Yeah, because you said you quickly want to do that, so I'll allow that. So
we will talk. Please drop him because before the idiots move.
I know it can be. Oh, you know one thing, Ahmed, stay on the line, okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to go on a break. When I come back. Yeah, you can then make your contribution, and I'll take other calls too. Okay, please stay on the line. I'll be back.
No worries.
Ahmed.
Naam. Maiyegun.
Are you still there? Sorry, make I read this super chat quickly because before I miss that. Okay. So Diagba man, your super chat. Thank you very much, by the way. Your super chat, which everybody, I believe everybody has. I've kind of read that already. Maiyegun, what you are to your age today, those of the past and those of the future are some of the most powerful words you have ever spoken. So many viewers are so depressed at this moment. I hope I hit a right chord. I always want people to, I say my things and I let you digest them. And most of the time, that's actually how I get connected. Or how I connect with my audience. Something I do seamless, so seamlessly. Ahmed, please. Sorry for keeping you waiting.
No, Maiyegun.
How are you, Baba?
Maiyegun, me, I don't really have much to say. You know,
right?
You have already said it. Sometimes that respect, but nigga me, that problem, Kale. That serious problem, Kale. Because all I want me to just say, well, deserve respect, but you don't make we say that they give them too much respect. But if you see what most of those people they do, what they do when they're young, or we say they see they do at their old age. So just if they open them to Bangba, you yourself you go be very ashamed of them. Say, so I they give this kind of person respect.
So that's so these people be self, man. That's why I tell people, make una know they love me with condition. Or please, so I feel disappointed. One thing I will never disappoint you with is to what? Is to commit a crime or steal. That's what I won't do. But everything else can attach to me.
You see, Maiyegun, you see that there is 100%, everything you say most of the time, but human beings, and human beings are bound to make mistakes a lot. I might say mistakes, but the earlier we can realize our mistakes and adjust, we'll be the better person. Like. But pé kí wọ́n jókòó kẹ́nìkan á máa sọ fún mi pé báyìí kan kíní kan because me as I dey so now I get elder brother wey be say him na supporter of one Nigeria till tomorrow but we still dey do our things together because that one day we dey do our things together normal and ṣe nǹkan tá à ń ṣe lọ ìyẹn ò kàn mí and one day. He's a supporter of Tinubu. He's a supporter of Tinubu. But I tell him, I say, you see, me, I know your reason supporting all these things. So you can share your money, collect your money yourself. All we know as they happen, collect your own money. Me, I no send you. And we see they do our thing, they do. So, and those people that are there commenting, hey, Maiyegun this, Maiyegun that, you want to advise Maiyegun, don't do it in the comment section. It is very easy. Try as much as possible. Call him and advise him. Exactly. So let's see how bold you are. Don't just hide behind your keyboard and be typing shit.
Now, come out. They try I'll pick it. Call. I've had first time callers many times. Come and say it to my face.
Advise person. If you get mind, you say you bold. Come on, don't talk. Should not be Maiyegun set camera when they talk to. You say come on, don't talk your own. Come and say your own and be bold. Like don't be hiding behind camera. You know, Maiyegun, you this thing. Wèrè ni. Ṣé wèrè wà lóyún gbádùn ni. Jáde wá kí á sọtẹ ní tẹ́ bá tó bẹ́ẹ̀ ni o. Torí tẹ́ bá ti jáde àjẹpẹ́ ọmọ àlè pátápá ní gbogbo.
They should not be hiding behind those babas. Those babas don't use
social
media.
Hiding.
Ebota carry face yín. That's it.
Èmi gan Maiyegun, you see what you're saying that they say you are rude. People have been telling me that I am rude.
It's a normal thing now. If people cannot tell you what to do, right, Ahmed? If you cannot manage to have control over you, then you are rude. You are arrogant.
Of course. Money, I'm not rich. But I'm okay. I can do whatever I want to do at any time I want to do it. You don't need anybody go for dictation. So me don't need advice anybody. Straight for me. That's what I would do.
Exactly.
So because I'm not taking your advice doesn't mean I disrespect you. I just want to do my own thing.
You are right. I'm rude. So.
So mo fẹ́ ṣe coming you fẹ́ disturb anybody. So bí kẹ́ máa wò mí pé mo wà arrogant àbí mo wà proud mo fi pé mo lówó lọ mi ò lówó mo kàn mọ irú èèyàn tí mo jẹ́ ni.
Na Yoruba said that kọ́tà nígbà lówó ń gbà mí gan ká tètè kàn tálákà.
Àti tálákà èmi tẹ́lẹ̀ gan wọ́n mọ̀ mí mo stubborn so wọ́n
kò ṣàgbé.
Torí pé wọ́n fi bẹ́ẹ̀ irú nǹkan wọ́n fi bẹ́ẹ̀ like disturb lọ títí because they know me right from scratch. Èmi mi ò gbádùn mo stubborn because as someone who attended a military settings, a military school, did all my things, like that stubbornness has been there right from scratch. So one thing with me. So but all just some couple of people will be like, ẹni tó mọ̀ mí délé mọ̀ pé I know well since right when I did small. So ọ̀rọ̀ yìí o just fire on.
If I saba alaji o. If you miss your point, I will take my own back o. Na so e be o, no fight.
I dey tell you, nothing like say kini kan. Respect all these people. Àwọn gan they were smaller. Kékeré lọ́wọ́ àkọ́ tó dàgbà. Táwa náà ń gbàdúrà ká dàgbà. So no one dey tell me say kini àwọn náà dàgbà dé stage tó dàgbà dé yẹn ni. They were once my age. So kí wá ló wà ń bẹ̀? Abegi, Maiyegun fire on abeg.
Maybe somebody is saying that tell him to pick my call. Who the fuck are you, Tanya? If you are calling, if your call comes through, wherever anyone I want to take next, I will take that. So there's no some people call me, continue calling. Maybe you call in and I'll hear your voice. Hello there.
Hey Baba, how's it going? This is Joe from New York City.
Did you say Joe?
Yes.
I got that right then. Okay. So Joe from New York. How are you, sir?
Good. How are you?
I am surviving. I'm still holding on. I'm here. So thank you.
Yes. Yes. So, I was not able to join yesterday's parliament.
Oh.
So the thing what I want to add basically, yeah.
Yep.
Now about the money stuff, right? Think about it, over one involved. Propensity what making him lost out easily, right? So even Kato right? I was of the notion Katemawa involved, right?
Honestly.
Kamawa involved because I think today, scandal because you have a brand to protect, right? And our fan, we are riding on the integrity of this platform, right? And we'll keep coming, right? So, if you ask me, my suggestion be say that money na fruit of the poisoned tree right now, in my opinion, right? So, see everybody, if we agree, say we're going to continue to save the money, to add money, that's fine. But when you come finally launch your own Yoruba rescue fund, right? You have to put a stop to the one that's going on now, disburse that. No mix the two money together because in future they're going to say, Sebina Igbo name to create the money. So now you won't come chop the money. You know what I mean? Another thing is Yoruba rescue fund.
You know one thing, Joe. Let me quickly say something there, right? Oma difficult.
Right.
Hang on, Joe. Quickly. So Oma difficult, right? For anyone to actually turn around or any day, any time
to accuse me of chopping any money. You know that, Joe. That's going to be so difficult.
Right.
Because the day that I'm going to say we are no longer on that platform with the money, wherever it is, all of you will know. And you will know what happened to the last penny in it. That's how we do it. So if anybody turn around later and say, but I get what you said earlier about us getting involved. All right. I have thought about that myself.
Right.
What if we never got involved? We would never be having all these riffraffs, faceless rogues trying to drag me to anything at all, right? But at the same time, Joe,
right.
If we then remember what we achieved in 3 months that we got involved, sometimes getting involved will be worth it. I've thought about all these things. I came last night to end the whole thing. Honestly, I came out to end that last night.
Right.
Well, as usual, people go to turn them away from it. You see, I also mentioned something about people trying to shape me into what they think the majority wants. It's getting to a point whereby I'm going to begin to pull myself back. And that's part of where I said what I did last night. I didn't escape for long. People said we should keep it.
Right.
And that's why we are here. Bob, sorry to cut you short again. Continue. I just had to add that.
No, that's good, right? So the Yoruba Rescue Fund, in my opinion, if that is your intellectual property, right, you should put a patent on it and say Yoruba Rescue Fund - Maiyegun General. That way, the people will be Maiyegun General people. If they want to donate to Yoruba Rescue Fund, they will donate to the Maiyegun version of Yoruba Rescue Fund. That way, if anybody else has their own Yoruba Rescue Fund that they're doing, that's fine. They can have theirs, right? So, for example, say, Baba Akintoye won Yoruba Rescue Fund, and they have an idea, and they can't fund it, and they are reaching across. They should not be reaching across to us and say, we have an idea, fund it. Alaye, if you get an idea, find a way to fund your idea and do it. The same goal, not the one day, right? With the same end goal. So, and we know that you work better as an individual, as a solo person, right? So, it stifles your own creativity and sort of puts you in a logjam where you can't do your own thing. And we respect the brand as a solo brand. And let it be this brand. We can, reach out, but now you will be the one to dictate the extent of your involvement when you're collaborating with other people.
Don't forget, Joe, when you say that, you say you are responsible as well for everything you do. Because we want you. That's the reason. That's the brand.
Correct.
I am responsible for all I do, and I'm here to defend whatever I do. Go on, sir.
Right. Speaking of responsibility, right? The old people will say, if you stand up for your rights to somebody who's older than you, then will say, hey, you don't get respect. Go show respect. See, Igbo you, right? But by a Igbo, I want to say, I want Igbo want need respect. No, go show respect. We operate on a level of egalitarian principles, where everybody equal. If you talk anyhow, you go collect, whether you old past me or not. At least, so back me, right? I should be able to say, it doesn't sit right with me. Whether you apologize or not, that's different. But I should be able to let you know, acceptable to me, right? And our older generation wants to normalize to fight for your right, and that is why the country is shitty, because we see accountability for the country. Do you understand? G80 billion in G, because no outcry, no nothing. One born in Deborah and say no outcry, no nothing. So they are not equipped to speak up for themselves. And I want to travel at our experience. We're now trying to raise the collective consciousness of the people to say, Alaye, it's not okay to just shut up. Somebody do something to you. If you just voice out, say, but at least, what I should check one more. Somebody apologize. That's one of that. Somebody apologize. But at least get it out there and say, listen, this is
it. And you move on as well. That's it.
Because if they don't know, they will continue until you stand up for yourself and speak up for yourself, have some dignity and self-respect. So we be your fans. We there with you. You're speaking your truth.
Better. Go on.
Right. So we will be your regular fans. We don't be here for years, right? You're speaking your truth, right? And that is, one of the qualities of this platform. Anybody can come here and speak your truth. And you, as the GO of this platform, you need to be able to speak your truth the way where you do your mind. Go. Anybody talk about like here, fuck off.
I mean, you can even call me and say, Maiyegun me like it, because I tell people, I said, Baba, nobody hold me like, nobody hold me love. People just showed it to me. I appreciate every of it, yeah?
Right.
But they can take it back too. Don't feel like, I love this Maiyegun. Come on. Saying that is like you are trying to put a burden on me so that I have to watch what I say. I have to watch what I do. I have to watch people I meet because I don't want to make you feel bad for giving me love. I don't want it if it's conditional. It's as simple as that. Joe.
Right. And another thing that got me a little bit irritated yesterday, right? Before you can start that parliamentary broadcast, you tell the people, say, make no come pacify me, to come they use hand, they pass it for it, say, might be no, might be no coming, this, that, this. And guess what? Yeah, and that's what they did. That's what the people did. Maiyegun, Osama, and I was like, dude, he just told you guys not to do that.
I lost it at some point with Princess. And Princess was like, probably
right.
I was like, Princess, please, I want you people to help me. Help me, take me out of here. I drag drag me there. Please detach me, take me back here. I don't belong. And you all this way you they try to pacify me. Maiyegun, calm down. I'm like, oh,
right. After you don't already tell them, say, make no pacify me, because and that's the thing. There is no healthy way for people to open up their mind. In Nigeria, everybody needs therapy. Take it from me, Baba. Everybody needs to see therapists. So may they approve universal health care for Nigeria so that everybody will get access to free therapies. Go sit down on top of the couch and say, listen, man, this country has fucked me up, man. Fix me.
It's terrible. Joe, thank you so much.
But anyway, make I give chance for other people.
Thanks, man. Thanks
bro.
so much.
Take care.
I love that. I love just be open. Say it as it is. Tell me I'm wrong. But don't use people to shield and say, I love everything you are doing. I just don't like the way you are. Baba, Joe, Tomasolo Jumi is normally suffer face to face. Even though you called in. Hello. Hello there. I don't know what happened. Maybe that person, I don't know what's going on. The network is just froze. Anyway, I will take another one, which is this. Hello there.
Hello, good evening, my brother.
Hello, ma. How are you?
Not bad. Akwale, Akuche.
How are you, ma?
Our culture die hard. Fast, Maiyegun. We are right behind you. Alone, go behind you.
I know. And I believe.
Everything you are doing, because even if you figure out pé ká ṣe nǹkan pẹ̀lú ọwọ́ mímọ́ àti ọkàn àyà funfun.
That's right.
And because everything you are doing it with full transparency and honesty. And that is why some of us just love you for that.
Unconditional. Thank you, ma.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, Bíbélì ní ẹ̀yin yóò mọ òtítọ́. Òtítọ́ yóò sọ yín di òmìnira. Sorry to start quoting Bible. Òtítọ́ yìí ló dẹ̀ máa ń gbé wa lékè. Bíbẹ̀ bàbá olórin kan òbí kọ́, ó ní òtítọ́ ló máa lékè irọ́. Everything, the program for the past 3 days or 4 days, the program is bẹ̀rẹ̀. It is all about you being truthful. Some people might not like it. That is their cup of coffee.
Absolutely.
Ẹni tí ó bá mọ̀ pé òun bí òun nínú kó wá bí tí transformer tó dá wà kó lọ hang síbẹ̀.
Tí iná bá wà o.
Nítorí wípé àná ń lọ Yorùbá nation. Ṣé bá ṣe fẹ́ máa bá lọ náà ni? aláwọ̀ kan rẹwà jẹ wọ́n rẹwà tà àwọn kan náà tún bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣe wọ́n rẹwà jẹ wọ́n rẹwà tà wọ́n dẹ̀ ní ẹ má sọ̀rọ̀.
ẹ nà wọ́n ṣí ṣọ́ọ̀bù lẹ́yìn lórí nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ nìyẹn wọ́n ṣí ọ́fíìsì lẹ́yìn lórí.
wọ́n ṣí ṣọ́ọ̀bù sílẹ̀ káàkiri ìgboro wọ́n ṣí ṣọ́ọ̀bù pé kí wọ́n máa ṣe tẹ́lẹ̀ bá rí ẹ̀dáwó títàn bá rí ẹ̀dáwó àmọ́ mẹ́tì tí wọ́n bá tẹ̀ wá ń dáwó yẹn tó ṣe wípé nǹkan tó náà fẹ́ fi ṣe òun náà fi ṣe. ọyọ kókó ti ọ̀nà ṣàánú it's a different case. but wọ́n ń dá owó yìí àwọn kan fi ń ṣe rondorondo.
wọ́n fi ṣe big men big women.
ọmọ mu wá gbà.
màmú wa máa jágbà.
bẹ́ẹ̀ ni àwọn yahoo senior boys àwọn kan fi ń ṣe yahoo káàkiri tí ò dá kò lórúkọ méjì.
olórí ẹ mọ kó tó ṣe ẹ jẹ́ kí n béèrè nǹkan kan lọ́wọ́ yín ṣé ẹ̀yin mélòó lẹ rántí pé ńgbà kan wà tó jẹ́ pé ńgbà tá à ń dá owó fún wípé wọ́n ní the security this or that tá à ń dáwó from diaspora at that time tó fi ń ra mọ́tò ra bikes tó fi ń support àwọn olóyè Sunday Igboho ńgbà yẹn mélòó nu wa ló ṣe rántí pé àwọn kan máa bá Igboho jà nítorí pé Igboho ń gba àmì àwọn à ń ṣe donation fún Igboho time yẹn ṣe rántí ṣá tó fi di pé Igboho sọ pé owó tòun awó ara tòun tóun ná sí ó ju
quite all right gbogbo wa la rántí.
because torí pé Igboho fẹ́ ṣe kí ni Igboho fẹ́ bà business jẹ́ ńgbà yẹn náà ni gbogbo ló ti dọ̀rẹ́ Igboho tó ń sọ pé àwọn ń dẹ̀ ń jà fún Igboho ń sin yóò bọ̀ ẹ má sọ̀rọ̀ yín lọ.
you can see láti ọ̀nà tó ti jìn náà ti fi kíní ń gbà wá ní ojú bẹ́ẹ̀ ní ìsìn àwọn òtítọ́ kan ti wà tí gbogbo wa ń fojú rí báyìí ìpè eléyìí right eléyìí wrong eléyìí àní ṣe mọ́ eléyìí àní gbàbẹ̀ ibi ìbàyìí la máa dúró sí a ti ń rí káàkiri náà gbogbo aládẹ ti rí òkodo wọ́n ní ẹ̀kọ́ ti fi ojú mímu hàn gbogbo alá ti rí òkodoro ọ̀rọ̀ gbogbo aládẹ tí mo bi tọrọ ń lọ ohun tí ò dáa kò lórúkọ méjì kò dáa ni ọ̀rọ̀ tó wà nílẹ̀ yìí wàláì ìtì ọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ ni kò tó nǹkan tó yàn kọ́kọ́ ń yàdá tí o nítorí wípé wọ́n níjọ́ tí wèrè bá ti mọ̀ pé wèrè lò ìjọ́ náà lára ẹ̀ ti sàn ìgbà tí àwọn tó wà ní ẹ̀yìn odi ní diaspora tó ti mọ̀ wípé ọmọ mu wá máa jàgbà ní kálukú ló ti ká òwú ẹ̀ sínú àgbà pé ókè ó dàbí pàdé bus stop tí n bá dẹ̀ máa dáwó báyìí màá fi ojú mi rí I was surprised when you mention pé wọ́n láwọn kan tún ń gbé ẹbọ pé káwọn tó wà ní diaspora kan lè máa dáwó.
àná ọ̀rọ̀ ṣe ẹ wò ó tó bá yẹ pé dó ẹ̀fọ́ tí mo ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ débẹ̀ ni wípé tí n bá sọ wípé OTAC just ẹ jẹ́ ká ignore some things, yeah. I am not being truthful, ma. She gets because there are people who have actually done more damages. See advocacy pé bóyá Yorùbá fẹ́ dúró àbí Yorùbá ò fẹ́ dúró than what many of you know. Ọlọ́run gbẹ́bọ lẹ́kìtì tó ń porí tó ń wọ́n náà dáwó mọ́ wọ́n náà yẹn ò dáwó mọ́ láti abroad. Wọ́n sọ wípé accountability tí ò sí ni majority yóò ṣe ní interest mọ́. Ṣẹ̀gẹ́tì ń sìn bọ́ ọrọ́jọ́ mi ni kò sí rọ́ńbẹ́ ọlọ́ngbẹ́bọ̀ ó ti ń porúkọ gbogbo yẹn àwọn kan tẹ̀rọ pé bóyá àwọn kan ní pé wọ́n bóyá wọ́n tẹ̀ ti gbé orí bàbá Akíntóyè torí àwọn bàbá yẹn gan sínú gbá kan bí kankan tó fi ń tì wọ́n síbi tí èlọ́ ti ń pọ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ alẹ́ yìí kọ́mà ẹ máa sọ̀rọ̀ lọ.
Kọ́lọ́run kó ṣàánú Kọ́lọ́run kó ṣàánú àṣàṣì ayé èdè ayé kúkú níran wà lágbára Ọlọ́run.
Àṣàṣì tó máa mú wa àṣàṣì ọ̀rọ̀ bèbí mà.
Ó mú wa tì ẹgbà bẹ́ẹ̀ ó mú wa tì eléyìí tá a jọ wà yìí o ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá gbogbo ìwà kátàkátà a gbọ́dọ̀ gbé wọ Yorùbá nation tá à ń lọ. Ọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation ìkẹ́dẹ̀rẹ̀ ó ti di ṣíṣe torí ó di dandan ká gbà. Ìyẹn ló máa nídìí àtúngún ọbẹ̀ ló máa ní ìdí àtúnṣe àwọn òtítọ́ tó máa gbé wa bí tí mo èmi àtìyàn kan sọ mo ní ó dàbí ẹni pé there is a plan láti dàbàrú movement tá a bá fi ojú wò torí Yorùbá ní tójú bá farabalẹ̀ á rí mú. It's like that is a plan.
It's always there, ma. It's always there.
Láti dàbàrú kìíní.
Is it not because to make sure all these things stops?
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, there is a plan láti dàbàrú kìíní yìí. Èèyàn máa fi ara balẹ̀ wò ni. Áńgù tí gbogbo wọn dẹ̀ lọ sápamọ́ sí láti dàrú, Ọlọ́run ti tú àṣírí ẹ̀. Nítorí wọ́n lọ dúró síbi kan, wọ́n fẹ́ dàrú because tí gbogbo wa bá jẹ́ kan, Afẹ́nifẹ́re nígbà tó ṣe wípé ó easy fún àwọn kan láti sọ fún wọn pé ẹ stop ẹ̀ láyé Abíọ́lá, ẹ stop ẹ̀, wọ́n stop ẹ̀. Eléyìí ó difficult láti sọ pé ẹ stop ẹ̀. Ó dàbí ẹni pé there is a plan láti dàrú. Eléyìí ò dẹ̀ ní dàrú. Yorùbá máa bọ́ nínú ìgbèkùn. Yorùbá máa bọ́ lóko ẹrú. Gbogbo ẹni tó bá ní pé àní bọ́ńbẹ̀ òun gángan ni òní bá wa délẹ̀ lérí ní àṣẹ Ọlọ́run bí mo ti ṣe sọ̀yìn àṣẹ́gun.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni, Akèrègbè wọn á júwe bí tá máa fokùn sí lọ́rùn wọn láìpẹ́.
Ìyẹn ti ṣú ọjù. Ó ti ṣú ọjù. Ajókòó wọn.
Thank you so much, ma.
Ẹ jẹ́ kí n fáwọn ẹlòmíì láyé kan lè sọ̀rọ̀. Gbogbo wọn máa collect. One by one, no máa collect, then go collect.
Wọ́tọ̀wọ́tọ̀. I was everybody in Walara. Maybe they don't come out overrate around about at this stage. Hello there.
Hello, good evening.
Hello, good evening.
Can you hear me? Hello?
Loud and clear, Baba. Everybody can hear you. This is Maiyegun.
Yeah, good evening, Maiyegun.
Live. Yeah, go on.
Yeah. Okay, so I would like to just join you in this aspect of all these trying to accord respect to an elderly people who seems to be who seems to be annihilating your future, or as in probably that has annihilated your past and still annihilating your future. You know, this thing is actually common to we Yorubas, you know, all these
you have to respect elders. But they are not, before now, they don't want you, they don't want you to know that there are some elders that, in fact, they don't mod them up, okay? But go on, Baba.
Exactly. It is quite common to us because you would see people destroying you, like maybe trying to jilt you, like, you know, intimidate you, oppress you in just a higher frequency. And you'll be like, they'll still tell you, like, because studio you respect you. Don't try to, don't try to belittle him, don't try to talk down. I'm like, not until Baba.
Oh, respect you. You are just intimidated.
I know these things are like, maybe some courage. And even before I was watching you, I've been like this because I've lost a lot of people. I don't keep friends because of all this. Like, then you are still telling me to respect you. I don't dance to all those too. But I don't dance to it. Like, and you say the way it is. Like, even before I was watching you, like, even before I even know what it is. So that's one of the reasons I so much love so Showore, because he says it's the way it is. Like, like, as in, the guy doesn't sugarcoat. So I love you so much. You know, that is just a part of it. If you want to have Yoruba nation, if these things won't be done that way, like maybe when an elderly person is to be held accountable for what he or she did wrong, if it can be possible, Baba, Yoruba nation wants to join this law, wants to join Nigeria law.
Honestly, that's what people don't do like that. We cannot expose our elders in public.
You can't impose people on us. Even if they are criminals, if they are juters, hold on responsible for any damn thing.
Be thief from Kekere, can't grow, still be thief. You can't say if you want to grow, you cannot call him thief. Is that not a lie?
But na big lie, you.
Show make sense.
Baba, na big lie. And this is just,
and that's who we are. And that's what we want the generation coming after us to be like, so that they don't cover nonsense. Because covering nonsense is why we are here, where we are today. Oh. That's what
exactly, Baba. Listen, that in the progressing, you. This is the main reason we are progressing. I mean, we are just being backward and stagnant because of all these things. So to me, if it will be that way, even what you Baba imagine dollar, to buy the same way on it, come on respect only, come on respect Tinubu, to you buy order, to the buy to destroy passing. He has destroyed your past and also annihilating your future. And you want to keep respecting him. All these guys. I want to get empowered street urchins ahead of elites. I want to get graduates. I want to pay. Exactly. Gbogbo àwọn kíní yẹn wà lò wọ́n fi impose àwọn wọ́n fa àwọn mọ̀ta wọ́n fi impose wọn lé wa lórí pé torí òun fẹ́ kóun ṣáà wà lórí ibẹ̀ kóun ṣáà máa jọba lọ tó bá ti wá pé tó bá ti táìmù ìgbò ẹlẹ́wọ̀n stand you just go out there snatch ballot boxes do all these things these things can't keep going on. It can't be possible. We can't have all these guys as elders. It can't be possible.
Else, cannot be to keeping silent just because they are elder. Baba, difficult. I mean, come on, man. It's not going to be easy for people.
It's real. We can't just be shouting about Yoruba nation and we think with this our orientation, we ideas, and these are the way we are going to just bring a nation up. Baba, it can't be possible.
It's like saying everything you say about Nigeria, everything you say about everything is all right. But you know what?
No.
Talking about leadership for those who are going to go into Yoruba nation. Let us be careful, so that we don't tell people things they should know. Don't. Now so it be. I know be part.
No. No, it can't work. No, we have to because we have to just try to wash away all these our thoughts from the past. Like
we are not looking for angels.
Exactly.
We are looking
we don't want it. We just want someone we can do something that is right.
Exactly. Something we can say.
When he when he did something wrong, then he can be held accountable for it. That's just it. You can't tell me someone still 8 billion. You can't tell me someone stole 8 billion, and you're trying to tell me that kind of person, you shouldn't rot in jail. Tom Adams, in the next 6 months, you got the party case only broken, and it's going back maybe 20 million of it billion. Someone who stole 80 billion naira, and you tell me we're going to develop. How can we? Go possible. So that's just it, Baba.
We don't turn out to be those we are condemning too. If we all pass like them, then what's the effort? What's the whole thing? Also, I'm not going to be part of it.
Exactly. Maiyegun orientation oh stupid Baba. It's so dumb. About think that way. So dumb orientation. It's just it. You can't be just thank you for your time also. Just keep it on. Keep saying it. Without, let me just tell you like that, but I'm calling you from Germany. I'm calling you from Germany.
Thanks. Yeah. You have a good one, Baba. Appreciate you. So let me take another one. And we are rounding up now. We've got just
hello. Oloye Maiyegun.
How are you?
Báwo ni brother mi?
Oh, okay, sir. Ẹ̀yin kọ́ sir.
Àlàáfíà lèmi náà wà gbogbo àwọn ẹbí mi ń kí ẹ o àti ti bí àti Nàìjíríà gbogbo wa.
Mo ń lọ́wọ́ mi méjèèjì báyìí tó bá ń rí mi o mo ń kí gbogbo everybody o.
Okay I hear bẹ́ẹ̀ni inú wa dùn ayọ̀ wa kún iṣẹ́ tí Olúwa gbélé ẹ lọ́wọ́ má wẹ̀yìn má wọ̀tún má wòsì just be focused. You don't go distraction hour here and there. Inú mi dẹ̀ dùn bí princess ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ program yẹn lánàá. Seriously, that is your mandate ti ẹ lélẹ̀. Bàbá ò lè pressure pọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ bàbá ṣùgbọ́n gbogbo àwọn tó yí bàbá ká bàbá wa Akíntóyè tí wọ́n fẹ́ kí Yorùbá nation yẹn kó ṣeé ṣe. Irọ́ náà ń pa.
Ṣùgbọ́n àgbà sọ irọ́ di òótọ́ mọ́ wọn lọ́wọ́. Understand? Ṣé àmọ̀tẹ́ bá pè wọ́n jókòó sọ wípé ẹ wá
nǹkan tẹ́ ń ṣe yìí ṣe lè bá wa break it down ká tẹ̀ lè ṣàlàyé fáwọn èèyàn wa so that a lè mọ̀ pé bye kí ni move olúwa ń bẹ̀ ọ́ ẹ tó understand sí bàbá.
ó yé mi eléyìí ti dòótọ́ brọ́dà mi ó ti di òótọ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ìrìn àjò yìí tó bá jókòó tó bá wò dáadáa wàá di pé kì í ṣe ènìyàn ló tó Ọlọ́run ló tó ìrìn àjò yìí believe me Ọlọ́run ló tó 4 battalion lọ ká olóyè Sunday Igboho lọ ká mọ́lé ó dẹ̀ lọ láàrin wọn ṣóun ni Ọlọ́run ni nígbà tó rò pé àwọn tí ó lọ sí pamọ́ Ọlọ́run sọ pé ìmàmọ́ ní ti rí iṣẹ́ kan ẹ̀ ṣóun ni ṣé ènìyàn ni Ọlọ́run ló tó tẹ́lẹ̀tẹ́lẹ̀ wo àwọn program ìsanwó ó wà ní ó tó àkókò Ọlọ́run ní ọ̀yá ọmọ mi ìbọn náà dá sí so Ọlọ́run ló ń to ìrìn àjò yẹn.
ó dà pé lẹ́nu ijọ́ mẹ́ta dáadẹ́ tó ti kíní ìyẹ̀wò náà omi tó bá wa dé o.
ó dòótọ́ bíbọ̀dù wà káàkiri ní Nàìjíríà ó di òótọ́ kì í ṣèyàn lóto brọ́dà mi wọ́n sọ̀hún digbídigbí kì í ṣèyàn ní Ọlọ́run dúró gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ dúró yìí àwa tó yẹ pé a mọ̀ pé ìrìn àjò yìí Ọlọ́run ló tó àwa náà wà lẹ́yìn yìí à ń fi àdúrà tiwa àfihàn lọ́wọ́.
àdúrà tó ṣe mọ́nítọ̀ nìyẹn sà àdúrà tó ṣe gbà pé in fact mo ń rí progress mo ń gbàdúrà fáwọn ọmọ
bẹ́ẹ̀ni o progress bẹ́ẹ̀ni o ṣe track Ọlọ́run gan rí progress ohun tó lọ́n gbé ilé ẹ lọ́wọ́ yẹn Ọlọ́run gan rí kò ń ṣe so please gbogbo side track just go on song a máa dá owó yẹn nígbà tá a bá ti wá ti the other one bẹ́ẹ̀ ni èyí tó bá kù bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn bí pèsè ìjà kò mọ ti bí so we have just one platform láti máa dáwó sí.
ẹ̀kọ́ ní pé a pé nígbà tí a bá finally get to that stage of our rescue fund eventually ó ti yẹn sìn balance wa tó bá wà nínú ìta fẹ́ ṣe bí o à close yìí tá à ń ṣe lọ àwa kó balance wa sí inú ibi tá a ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ṣe.
exactly ó make sense bá ti máa ṣe yẹn.
èmi wò pé kẹ́kẹ́ pín gbogbo ẹ̀ ká gbàgbé ẹ̀ kó tán sálẹ̀ àná yẹn bọ̀.
irọ́ mo mọ̀ ó yé mi sórí olóòótọ́ tó bá jọ máa sọ pé wọ́n ní kì í lẹ́ni tí ẹ̀ bá ti ń sòótọ́ àwọn ọ̀tá máa dà pé wọ́n máa jáde ṣùgbọ́n tó pé Ọlọ́run ló gbìyànjú dédé ìrìn àjò yìí Ọlọ́run ló gbé lé ẹ lọ́wọ́ tètè wo gbogbo àwọn tó sọ̀rọ̀ lánàá pátápátá kò sí one single person tó sọ pé jẹ́ ká gbàgbé ẹ̀ torí pé Ọlọ́run ló gbé ẹ dúró ó dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé òun máa nídìí èèyàn tó máa yí epo gbogbo àwọn tó dúró lánàá yẹn kò sí one single person tó ní àìrọ̀ jẹ́ ká yíyá tó kó jẹ́ ló máa fi mọ̀ pé Ọlọ́run ló ń bá ìrìn àjò yìí má mi kàn afẹ́fẹ́ kan ò lè fẹ́ afẹ́fẹ́ tó wá fẹ́ wá látọ̀dọ̀ Ọlọ́run tó bá fẹ́ wá afẹ́fẹ́ Ọlọ́run ni láti gbé ẹjọ́ ẹnikẹ́ni tó bá lòun gbọ́wọ́ kankan àbí kankan wọ́n máa ṣera wọn nìyẹn ti tú ọ̀jù ẹni tó bá tú ààyè wọ́n máa ṣera wọn nìyẹn ti tú ọ̀jù. o ò lè kó bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ò ní kú èrè wèrè láíláíláí bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ò ní kú kékeré bẹ́ẹ̀ ni kò sí gbogbo ọ̀tọ̀gẹ̀dẹ̀ wọn bá ti gbé wọ́n máa fi nọra wọn ni gbogbo àwọn tó yí bàbá wa Akíntóyè po tí wọn fẹ́ kí àjò kó ṣeé ṣe mò ń kìlọ̀ fún yín ní wákàtí ọ̀wọ̀ yẹn máa gbọ́ mi dáadáa gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ yí bàbá Akíntóyè àti bàbá Adéníyàn tẹ́ yí wọn po tẹ́ ẹ̀ ń wá ìṣubú wọn tẹ́ ẹ̀ fẹ́ kí Yorùbá nation dúró ẹ̀mí yín á lọ sí tẹ́ ẹ̀ bá jáwọ́ mo fún ní ọjọ́ méje ẹ̀mí yín kí mo sọ á lọ sí ẹ jáwọ́ ní àpọ̀ tí ò yọ otherwise ẹ ṣègbè tọmọtọmọ bó ṣe máa rí nìyẹn brọ́dà mi gbóhùn sọ̀hún láti ṣe elédùà.
ẹ bá mi kí madam ń gbóhùn wọn lábẹ́lẹ̀ ẹni mo ní pé ó ṣe o so ẹ jẹ́ kí n gbé last call mi mo ní wọ́n mọ̀. ẹ wá àwọn tó wá wọlé wáyé hello.
Maiyegun.
Baba.
Maiyegun, why you got a veil? Na JJ o.
Baba, lè má pretend now.
I don't tell you this thing before now. Why you call it veil? You don't need to veil so.
Okay. I hear you. That's like
I don't tell you before. I don't tell you. Say you want scatter some people fall out of school. I tell you now. I say the first time when you mention say you want to do something, I say, oh boy, you don't knock some people now. I tell you now. Now, brother, I will tell you something. Please don't do well on those things. Don't listen.
I know.
This is a great distraction because today where the topic is you don't divert from topic now. You just rant on this one. Forget them. Forget them. I understand. When time comes, the action will show them. Say, oh boy, you know, there's a lot of things when it comes to that Yoruba something. I will tell you one thing this night.
Tell me.
Maybe this guy, what is his name? Koiki, if he's listening, I'm among one of those who first support that guy. I still have his email, his appreciation email in my mail now. When he first came out, I saw him, the authentic, the genuinity, and I don't forward, and I don't want to be backward. I like to walk in the middle. When you've been there before they call you back. Okay, come and join us. A lot of things happen with all these our brothers. Many of them. I contribute. I don't care. Even if you're going to, I know say you did, they know you use that money, deliver message. But I will still contribute. The little way I will contribute. Some people will have contributed more than that. I think they really want to make it genuine. Now that someone is now doing it, brother, forget. You still say, may we talk about waiting concern our people.
Please,
you see what did I told you? It doesn't happen. No. My last year, I like to repeat that guy. 2022. Look at billions of market of the Igbo brothers where they destroy. In fact, I say all this time they've been telling all these Igbos to come back to South.
I wish I could share them. They are really, really sad scene to see.
Brother, when they've been telling them come back to South, they refuse to come back. Now see what this outside is doing to them. Since NSAS, they're supposed to be packing their load. Okay, look at what happened yesterday. Some of them are trying to move on and they're destroying the car. Why the car is moving? Brother, Nigeria is finished.
There's nobody.
It's time for everybody.
Like
Look at what happened. Oh, brother, forget it, Jerry. Which body is in charge? These are all plans. There's something they call playbook. You know, I always mention playbook.
Yes.
Infiltrate them, instigate violence, make it rowdy, then postpone the election, disqualify the whole thing, bring out our Boko Haram boys in the military, let them take over. This is what you are seeing. So I refuse to talk much because it's a playbook. Brother, it's a playbook. I refuse to talk because it's like once I say something now, it's like maybe they hear my voice and try to and try to chef everything, reschedule, replan, because they know there's some people who start down in their room and get the information. We know what they are planning in the next 10, 20 years. Brother, forget. It's human intelligence. Some of us have it. And some people don't even move to anywhere. They get the information. They know what they are planning. These guys are not ready for anything.
Me as a person, I don't move anywhere. Now here that they give me everything where I need. Some of them are out to deep.
You see?
Oh, now here where are they here? Now everything.
Even now, Maiyegun, just imagine the way things are going now. Do you really believe that APC will conduct a successful primary in the next 10 days?
I am not.
Brother, mark my word. They will
see, Baba. That's why I said that time didn't allow me. Part of what I wanted to tell people tonight is what to look forward to in that, in their bogus conference or whatever. Because Tifnumbu may even walk into the place, or Tifnumbu may not even go there at all that day. There are so many things people have told us. There's so many things cooking up, right? And indeed, I wish I had time to start breaking them down earlier. So you know that Buhari is about to sign one electoral. If Buhari signed this electoral act that they passed, yes, if he signed it into law, automatically, if you are a swagger supporter, Tifnubu supporter, just forget about 2023 that way. Some are now saying that, to back you up, OJJ, some are now saying that Buhari may sign it after their primaries to put the electoral process in jeopardy. Yeah? And then there will be no election, as usual now. Postpone and all of that. Everything.
Brother, they've already started. These are what we are saying. And our Biafra brothers, now this is time for them to unite. We can make this thing happen. We can pull this pillar away, pull it down, tear it up. Because, brother, I can say the Biafrans, they are trying. Our Yorubas, think about that. You are lójú kó dájú wa nínú kí gbogbo aṣọ kí gbogbo ara bó Yorùbá ò ní react, ò ní dìde. But I know whatever Yoruba is doing, whatever they may like to plan, brother, this will be their calamity.
Of course.
After this one, Fulani will never have a name in Africa anymore. You know, I've been telling you this. Buhari is the last sheep. And if he collapse, he will stand. Their satanic is on the IC.
That's why they don't want to go anywhere, because who is going to protect all the nonsense they have entrenched in Nigeria and against the indigenous people of Nigeria? Who is going to then now have to protect the Fulanis after that? So that's why they don't want to go. JJ.
Imagine the former defense of the minister that died. Do you know why they killed that guy in Kaduna? Play class.
Why?
Brother, there's a lot. Look deep down. Why did they kill that guy in Kaduna? The guy, okay, the parachuter that dropped down inside the plane, that was somebody was saying we saw somebody's parachute down. Why nobody is asking any question?
See, JJ, that's one thing about this like kind of a thing, right? You see that issue of parachuter or no parachuter, you know what happened there? A video of, what do you call it? A video of a plane crash that happened prior to that one, yeah? They interviewed the eyewitnesses and all of them, right? And they mentioned that they saw some parachuters jumping out of that crash. I can't remember the particular one, but now that video surfaced.
Yeah, immediately. Now, okay, brother, let's just give ourselves some. Let's open our people's minds. Look at what is happening. Okay, all those wahala that is happening in Lagos. After Deborah, there was a guy that night when you were talking who said, you know, they will wipe up the memory. They will bring another thing will happen. Are you seeing the scene after Deborah? It was three events are caught now. Do you notice what they are doing? Brother, my concern, my worry.
Deborah's issue that is making everybody so is dying down little by little. Just like Tolu Lokwe. I mean, I've been at Titi Lokwe, Arotile. You remember Titi? See, JJ, let me take one more call, I appreciate it
brother
tonight as well, right? I wish you joined
brother,
us on,
no let all those ones forget. You don't need to waste your energy on all those our brothers. Leave them. Anyone all those Belen lecturers, leave them. Now on God, they worry them. The mumus, I beg.
Thank you.
House, please. Yeah. Let us continue to support my guys, please.
Thank you, please. JJ. That's JJ. Now, JJ is our in-house CIA, FBI, Interpol, the guy who gather everything and just give us hint. He never speaks. See, JJ, for some of you who don't know him, right? JJ never speak in full sentence. He will say something here, he will break it there, he will say it there, he will break it there. It's just for you to make use of whatever you want to do with it. And I respect him for that. Hi there, Baba.
Hello, good evening, Maiyegun.
Hello, sir. How are you?
I'm okay. Yeah, I'm okay, but I'm upset. Very upset.
I'm sorry, man. Tell me, why are you upset? Sunday calling from South Africa.
Because actually, I'm upset, but not really disappointed.
Okay.
So
tell us about that. At least
because
get in today.
Baba. No. So actually, in fact, I saw this coming because Baba, before we started, Chief Ole Sunday's Gogo's donation. A lot of rantings are going on. Google platform ran
prior.
I don't know why people get so angry when people are trying to do something good. Why? Why? You see, these are one of the reasons that Yoruba, no matter how intelligent, brilliant, no matter how much target, we are still backward. Okay. But if you remember when I used to call, remember when I spoke about all these things.
Okay. I remember the moment you mentioned Ote. Now, I just put a smile on my face because I remember that's one of your key words when you started talking about Politico. Ote, I want you about Ote. Go on, Baba.
Ote Yoruba. Baba, ile koja Ote ni. Maiyegun.
Alhamdulillah, Baba.
Maiyegun, behind the scene, there's a call we made now. You know all these things now.
Now,
Baba,
I mean, the effort, we get good intention,
it's good
the effort to every other thing, and all of this, none of us was talking about what we wanted or what we want to get. It's about what can we get? How can we do it? What can we do?
Exactly.
It's sad. They don't
Baba, Oteni, Ote, ati jealousy.
Meanwhile, for I want to go tell about more reason why Tunde she mentioned, to mention, Tunde spoke with Alano, Deputy Alano. He made effort just to get to let them know that if this advocacy is being serious about, you can count on the Yorubas in South Africa. With Tunde, we can make an impression in South Africa. And that's why our intention is to see that so many other Yorubas all over the world takes a position like Tunde, and they ensure that Yoruba first is their own agenda from wherever they are all over the world. So if Tunde is upset, some of you may not know the background. He went as far as speaking to them. I organized that. I anchored that conversation, and it was all behind the scene. Now, Tunde may feel like that is going to be lost. I don't think you should feel like that, Tunde, but continue.
Yeah, I've been feeling like that. Remember yesterday I come on Parliament. Once to the Parliament, but my connection was messing up. Because actually, if I would have said a lot yesterday. If you're Baba, my own is this. Okay, the first thing I want to say is this. Yeah. Baba, for now, let's continue what we are doing.
Okay.
For now, pending the time people surrounding this Baba, I don't have anything to say to Baba Denino or Baba Pakitoy for now. But people surrounding them are vampires. I'm not sorry to say that. These are not good people.
Not. Go on.
I'm not. I'm sorry. Even Baba, I'll say the same thing. I'm sorry. I'm going to say the same thing. Because I'll be very principled. I was brought up by a principled man.
That's right.
So I got that from him.
Bless you.
I don't have time for lies in my life. I'm sorry. I don't have time for it.
Trying to be politically correct. I mean,
I'm sorry.
On this platform, on this platform. When did we start minding who we offend? I don't want to offend this person. I mean, come on, man. Aren't we just offenders? Am I going to start?
Yeah. So Maiyegun, please, the Yoruba Rescue Fund has to go on. Inshallah, recently, my dad said something recently. He said, he's a Muslim and he's a Christian. My dad went to Mecca before I was born. He also went to Jerusalem when he converted. So he knows the inside out of anything in this life. He said, Erobia, I won't shout Yoruba Kuni. Most people are in Yoruba to show work way. That's why they're doing whatever they do. But come out worry. And to buy one no ilẹ̀ Yorùbá tó fẹ́ tọ́kù fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan fún Yorùbá tí kò ṣe pẹ̀lú òótọ́ àti òdodo. Ilẹ̀ Yorùbá máa gbé ó máa bèè lọ́wọ́ ẹni yẹn. Baba, Maiyegun, please. You know what? Let's continue our thing. No?
We are not stopping.
It doesn't stop us from advocating.
I have no intention of stopping. I have no intention.
Yeah, it doesn't stop us.
I just want to handle the distraction very well, right? And that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm trying to handle the distraction very well. I'm trying to balance it up. and I want to see how many people are with me. So in the next in the next 1 month, I am going to put everything on hold. And then if anybody goes on to that give send go to give any money or make any donation, like we said, is voluntary. Okay, but that anything at all is not going to stop us. Forget about that, Jerry. Forget about those side talks. Nobody stops us.
Is not stopping us.
Nobody, no one can.
We are moving forward.
No.
We are moving forward.
Yeah.
We are moving forward.
Yes.
Me, I support we moving forward. Me, I support. If you don't have to do, if you don't want to see project contact by the let us create our own project. See, under Democrat Party in America, we've got liberals, we've got conservative, all this different kind of ideology under that particular party. So even under Yoruba nation, we can have different people, different organizations.
If you want to know, if you want to know how many people using Yoruba name for this, that all over the world, go on to Google. Yoruba, just type Yoruba group. You will see more than 3,000. Many of them are dead. They pretend to exist, but they are like dead, you know. Some of them have been opened as far back as 1943. Some of them you never heard about. Talking about Yoruba at different era, different time, all have been part of our history. Yoruba name is owned by all of us. It's nobody's franchise.
Yeah,
I mean, now
nobody is Yoruba than anybody.
At the same time, we must clear all other kind of unnecessary attachment. Once we detach them, then we move.
Yeah, Baba, that is what that's why I even called. Please, me, I don't want any affiliation with any set of people that will draw us back.
No.
Or that will put us in their own mud. They are in the mud already. We don't want to be included in their mud. No. Sorry. We don't want to. I want to. Baba, I can't be anybody that can't give me accountability. Somebody who can't account for anything. I'm sorry.
I can't do that. Stupid. If you see, because some people no one talk, you don't know that there are people watching us. They didn't even contribute, but they are watching. See the way is showing the account again. I'm just wishing that it's going to come and somebody will tell us that he's hiding something so that we can use that. Do you get what I mean now? So they are waiting. They are here. So how can you then feel like I mean, come on.
I'm sorry, trust, I can't go into it. I'm sorry. No. I'm not gonna do that.
No.
I'm gonna go with somebody that has been tested and trusted, somebody who has shown accountability.
That's right.
Somebody who has shown profound responsibility.
That's right.
That is what we lack in that country. See what you have. Okay, for example, sorry, Maiyegun. For example, this is what is giving us problem in that country. Now they want us to go with things, people that have not shown themselves that they are profound. Clean people who can do something that people say, okay, we trust you. Is that not what's going on in Nigeria?
It is.
Somebody will come up
questionable characters, offering solutions, characters, only to end up to continue.
Is that what's going to carry Yoruba nation to our new nation?
Should we allow that? I
don't know if you could remember. Remember I said it that even when we have our Yoruba nation, because some funny characters will come into Yoruba nation with their old ways in that Nigeria. Yoruba nation. And we need to I don't know why people just want to own the whole world. I don't know why people are just like that. You can't be contented with whatever you have. And you ever stupid Facebook, me, I have this. What do you have? When you cannot be responsible for ordinary 300 or 500
You know what people were saying, Tunde? You know what people were saying? They said, I'd never take all these guys serious, Jerry. Some said, now it is when Maiyegun started explaining why they should take Yoruba nation serious. That is when they are now beginning to see it better. But before now, they were seeing characters that they feel like, this one is Yoruba nation too. What is this one talking on Facebook? They say, what is this one talking? So this one is Yoruba nation. I'm a Yoruba man. Can I actually allow this person to say he's speaking for me? So they just stayed away. Then Maiyegun started breaking it down to say, listen, if you choose not to be part of it because of those you are seeing, you are actually like endorsing the same system Nigeria that is put together to kill you. I said that all the time on my program. Now people are now saying, now this guy Maiyegun will want to be part of it. And me, I say, I didn't tell you because I want to be your leader. I didn't tell you because I want to start a group. I am telling you because even my own life, my future, the future of my children is at stake. If you act now, maybe we can save that. That is why I'm telling you. Okay, I am not telling you because I want to be your leader anytime.
Yeah, Maiyegun, in that meeting, remember I said I propose that anybody fighting for this cause must not be put in any position. Remember I said it to Professor Adeniro. I said it to them because I don't trust most of those people agitating. I don't trust them. I'm sorry. I don't. People now come in the next future. But I was there. I thought this is what's happening in South Africa right now. Most of the people who fought for liberation of South Africa are the ones ruling this country right now.
Tunde, your children are going to listen to your voice. Very political. Do you know that?
They'll be using liberation. Tunde, they'll be using liberation.
Do you know that your children, your children are going to search internet one day? Yeah, just for your voice.
Yeah.
Say, my daddy used to contribute to the liberation and conversation about freedom of Yoruba nation. Who be your papa? My papa is a regular contributor on a very popular program in this also, because it may be like 40 years from now. We don't hold then. Listen, the Maiyegun be this. Maybe Maiyegun. Sir, I am Tunde's granddaughter. You know that Tunde you always talk about in South Africa. He's so old now, like you, sir. I just wanted to. I want you to sign. You say, thank you very much, my daughter. You know, Baba, your children will search for these videos in the future.
Yeah. Imagine, I don't know what people want to say they've contributed. I don't know what people want to say. Okay, remember that time you started my already started towards a contribution. A lot of people were so angry about it. Even when Professor Adeniro and Professor Akintoye came, they were still angry. I don't know why people are like that.
Yeah, they will always be people.
I'm sure that was what ended up on Twitter on this thing. But we move, Baba. We move. No going back. We are moving. Yoruba nation, we are getting it back.
I have said something. That's why I said that we have to make sure that we detach some certain things. We have to redirect this conversation. I support that. And all of that. You know what I mean? Because some people, you know, that's why the mistake some of them are going to make is that they are going to say Maiyegun disrespected that, and they want to try and, you know, kind of defend that. But in the process, I'm just going to have to tell the people what they need to know. Stay away from this guys. Be careful, and we can have a better one ahead. So, Tunde,
keep the job going, Baba. Keep the job going. We are with you. Me, I'm with you, 100%.
I know my people. My people know me, Tunde, and I'm not afraid. Thank you. Stay safe, Baba. Nice one. So this is we're going to draw the curtains. Our time is so up, and I wish I could stay longer. However, just like some people are calling in today because they couldn't be part of the People's Parliament yesterday. All right. You see, most of what I said in this broadcast, they are mostly about how you should perceive Maiyegun, and at the same time, how you should see what is going on around you and why Maiyegun and his friends are pretty much doing all of this. Okay, why we never chose violence, we chose conversation, education, enlightenment. And all of these awarenesses that we have been supporting, just because we know that if nothing is done, we are going to be partaker in the rot. The consequences of the destruction they have brought upon Nigeria, including Yoruba land, we are going to be partaker of that if we keep quiet. And that is why if you are joining me, you can also make up your mind if this guy is actually worth it. Or is he just a rabble? Because some people see me as a rabble-rouser. Some people say I am just rambling. That's why I said I can be different things to different people, but I know myself and I know my story. And that's why I will tell my own story. So when I talk about the criminals, when you have an attachment to them, keep your criminals. I am not one of those that needed your validation. So if people say, if people say we are proud for being so confident, if they say we are arrogant because of what we know that has kind of encouraged us never to romance lies, to romance, deceit, and to romance manipulation in the name of either religion, either elder, either tribal or culture. So we are matured enough to, be responsible for our own decisions. Whatever I do, I am responsible for it. And that is why, that is what I preach. And that's what I want to see in those who listen to Maiyegun. I don't want a lily liver there listeners. I don't want hypocrites. I don't want chicken-hearted listeners. I don't want people who want to be politically correct. If they say you are proud, if they say Maiyegun is proud, arrogant, my brother, tell them I love him like that, unconditionally. But if you can't, bros, take back your like, take back your love, take back your respect. Because you know what? Maiyegun no get boundary. Maiyegun no get any law they follow. Now me be my own. I am the master of my own laws. I am the architect of my own future. And I don't impose it on people. I just share them with you. And, luckily, I've got a lot of people, amazing people, who feel like that. So they respect me and they will defend Maiyegun anytime. So if yours is conditional, you better waste your emotion. No, they give me unnecessary love. No, they give me unnecessary I like you. No, they give me unnecessary respect. Keep them. Give them to somebody else. Because as you see me so, I don't get respect for people will be weary. I don't get respect for Olori Brukus and whatever. And mind you, I know they pretend about it. So it's your choice. And finally, in anything you do in your life, don't give your money to person where you don't like. Even if you like what then they do. As you see me so, I know if you give my money to a person like Maiyegun, if I no like am. Person will no get respect like Maiyegun. If now so you be, no give your money. Okay? In fact, there is nothing that gives person peace of mind is to make sure that person where you no like, no collect your money by style. I know they use style. I'm very open, transparent, straightforward. You do it if you want to. Don't do it if you don't want to. Right? And also, maybe another finally, let's be clear. On this platform, I am the most important person here. Maybe I haven't told you. All right? That's what I tell myself. I, Maiyegun General, I am the most important person on this platform. And all of you are my friends, my supporters, my fans, and the rest of you, you are tapping from that. So that's why they say respect is a reciprocal. I respect those who respect me. I give that back willy-nilly, which simply means you are also important. When I say you are important, I don't know if you understand that. Do you get? On Maiyegun's diary Politico, I am the most important person here. Okay? Then, to my friends, I will say if you are important or not. Now, you cannot tell Baba Gio say they're important. Can't they look for respect? Can't they look for importance on Baba Gio's platform? Maiyegun's diary Politico. Now, if you don't understand that, then you don't understand anything. You don't owe me anything, you owe me nothing. You don't owe me respect. You don't owe me love. You don't owe me like. You don't owe me anything. And likewise me, I owe you nothing. And I've said it many times that I am fighting for my own life. I'm fighting for my survival. I'm fighting for the future of my children. And I figured it out that money cannot buy that. Now, when sanity did the community, that your children will be saved. Do you understand that now? My children will live in Yoruba land. I will live in Yoruba land. If I want to save Yoruba land, I cannot keep quiet. And I think that's what won me many friends. Do you get that now? So we are proud. We are arrogant. We are whatever you say we are. Whatever we look like to you. That's exactly what we are. And we have no apology for it. Do you get that now? No apology. Thank you. And to all my friends, I want to say thank you once again. I'm going to see you some other time. And then if you have time to join me next time, and if today is your last time you are going to watch Maiyegun, because you cannot keep up with this nonsense. What is this nonsense? I'm going to stop watching this guy. Adieu. Farewell. Rest in peace. Just enjoy your peace wherever you go, okay? But to you, my friends, eyo meriwo. Eyo meriwo. Eyasa. Eyo meriwo. Baba àgbàlagbà.
ẹ̀yin ọmọ eriwo ìyàkàtà ìyà Maiyegun ẹ̀yin ọmọ eriwo orí Maiyegun General Politico ó tún ti zẹ̀ ó tún ti dàárọ̀ nìyẹn o àmúra wa lọ́la má gbàgbé o àjògùn lówó o click like kó like fídíò yẹn kó share. Tomorrow is going to be another day. Good night to all of you.
Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí Facebook. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Lórí YouTube. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Wọ́n bàbá gbé wúrẹ́. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ijó ìgbádùn yẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Pẹ̀sìdó bá rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Igbó nìna kówó jẹ. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọlọ́pàá ti ń darí bá. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Aṣòfin tí ń rúfin o. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Òpùrọ́ olóṣèlú. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Àní ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò ní fi wọ́n níran. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Wọ́n fowó bẹ́ẹ̀. Maiyegun ó sọ pé wọ́n ò bẹ́ẹ̀. Oníkan ṣáàtì ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe fáwọn ará ìlú tó gbé wọn débẹ̀ o. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Kì máa yí ṣe eré ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kì í ṣe ẹ̀fẹ̀. Ẹni bá ti lè lẹ́bọ̀ lẹ́rù o ọmọ bá dèrò kàṣà ìtú wọn síta. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe yìí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dẹ́rọ̀ ò ní fi wọ́n níran. Tẹnitẹni ọmọ Maiyegun ọ̀rẹ́ ara ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni mo fọlọ́run sọ ẹ̀ bá kìlẹ́bù. Lóòótọ́ olódodo ìlú ọ̀tá ìlú mọ̀mọ́ ni ìwọ ṣá máa ń ṣọ́ra kò sì mọ́ bẹ̀rù. Bọ́tà ń lé ibo ń ṣègùn lé káwọn mọ̀mọ́ fi ṣera wọn ni ó ti dẹrùn tí wọn ò gbọ́dọ̀ sì mọ́ bẹ̀. Èèpo ọ̀bọ lọmọ bá dérò tàjẹ́ ò gbọ́dọ̀ jẹ́ ó ti jọba lórí abínú ẹni kò sì mọ́ fòyà. Àìsíwọ́lu ní ẹnìkẹ́ ìgbódì ẹyin lábàrá o ó kó ẹni tó bá dán o àkàmù. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í. Maiyegun ti dé. Gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀sùnra kì í o. ẹ̀yin bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran o.
Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Maiyegun ti dé gbogbo ọ̀jẹ̀lú ẹ̀ súnra kí. Ṣùgbọ́n ní bá ti ṣe èyí tó yẹ kí wọ́n ṣe ọmọ bá dèrò òní fi wọ́n níran.